Welcome to Fire Breathing Kittens, a 5th edition Dungeons & Dragons podcast. We are joined by Fragile.
Hi, I'm Fragile. I'm a half-elf. I'm about 5'7". I'm kind of svelte. I look good in most things. I prefer not to wear things if I don't have to. And I like to shoot things with my bow.
Mortimer.
Hello, I'm Mortimer Wormwood, skeleton artificer extraordinaire, and this is my hyena, Chauncey. Oh!
Crud Jr.
Hello, I am Crud Jr. I wear all black, hood and cloak, with, and all you can see is his glowing red eyes.
And Pidge.
Hi, I'm Pidge. I'm a 3-foot tall, 40-pound, very skinny rock gnome transfiguration wizard. I'm a Nuzlocke challenge character in honor of Griffin McElroy. I only take transfiguration spells, and if I die longer than a minute, I'm dead for good.
You are all in the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild Hall. The guild is a large building with a bar, wooden tables and chairs, and a wall with a corkboard and job flyers posted.
I'm sitting over by the table and working on Chauncey, my metallic hyena, and he has something that looks like a strange contraption hooked up to a tank of air, and you can just hear him screwing something down on Chauncey's side. All right, this will help a little bit. You keep falling apart every time you do something, and you need to be careful. Otherwise, we have to keep doing this, and it's just listen to me next time, all right? Don't go into the water. You rust.
Crud Jr. is sitting at the bar eating his crab and drinking a soda.
I'm definitely checking out Chauncey. I love putting things together. I'm like, ooh, if we use titanium, we can treat it with electricity. It'll turn purple and it'll be resistant to rusting. Do you want Chauncey to be purple?
No, purple's not his color. He's more of a... What is that color? What is it? If you know when you put oil on something.
Oh, like rainbow?
No, that's not it.
Oh.
Black, that's the one. He likes black. Oh, there's knocking.
Oh.
I inspect the knocking.
The door opens, and a servant enters. He is wearing emerald green and silver livery. It's very fancy looking.
Slytherin colors.
Excuse me, what is this Slytherin of which you speak? Anyways, excuse me, is this the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild?
Yeah, we're the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild. Hey.
Hello, I represent Lord and Lady Ashcroft. I have come to request your presence.
Well?
If you would follow me, there's a carriage waiting.
Cool.
Right this way.
I'm up. I'll go.
Yeah.
He gestures with a flourish of his hand behind him. There's an ornate carriage in the same color as his uniform. It looks like something out of a fairy tale, waiting directly in front of the guild hall.
Like a Slytherin fairy tale. Okay.
That sounds dirty. Well, Chauncey, we were looking for something to do today, so why not? Let's go.
All right. He opens the door and escorts you up into the carriage and then drives it expertly to one of the wealthiest parts of town. There are estates with immaculate landscapes all around, and he leads you up to one of them with a large stone manor. He opens the door and introduces you to the head butler, Alfred.
Oh.
Really? Alfred? Okay.
Okay.
Yes,
Lots
my
of
name is Alfred.
I don't know many butlers, but I seem to know more Alfreds than any other kind of butlers. I'm just saying.
Maybe
Now,
Alfred
It is
their
the
class.
traditional name.
Type butler, like subtype Alfred.
We'll see if Ashcroft has a deep, menacing voice.
Yes, exactly. Perfect.
Well, you'll be meeting Lady Ashcroft today. I assure you, she is quite melodious.
Oh, nice.
We'll see if she has the deep voice.
Maybe we should all sing with her. Ah.
I do not believe she'll be in the singing mood. Please, come with me. And he
Certainly.
escorts you through this massive house. You'll see that the entire house is not quite like anything you've seen before. It has walls of rough-hewn wood and stone. It looks extremely natural, but at the same time very expensive. There are living plants coming out of every surface, with natural waterfalls coming out of several surfaces as well.
This is the coolest house I have ever seen.
Thank
my
you.
dad's is better.
Lady Ashcroft puts an incredible amount of work herself into this. The family is very old and their magic runs deep, and she exerts a great deal of it into maintaining this household. They take you into a sitting room where you meet Lady Ashcroft herself. She is tall and slender, elf-like, but you notice that she has skin like with texture to it, like fine tree bark, and she has leaves coming directly out of her fine flowing hair that extends almost to the floor. She's a dryad.
Wow. Pretty.
She invites you to sit down in front of her and begins to tell you the story. She has a son named Alandro who has gone missing.
I'm writing this
He's been
down
missing-
in a fire-breathing kitten's notepad. It's got this Amonist person on the front of it.
Alandro has been missing for 3 days now. He did leave a note. He left a note to say that he is gay and has decided that his mother could never accept him, nor his father, and he has waited long enough, and that he has run away with the one person who could accept him. He is never going to return home, and that his family should go on without him. She hands you the note. It doesn't say anything more.
Aww.
Lady Ashcroft is distraught. She begins to cry a bit.
It's
Aww.
her own fault.
I'd like to do an insight check.
Go ahead and roll.
Okay.
I too would like to do an insight check.
Okay.
Let's all do insight.
I got a 12. Is she perhaps more accepting of her son than he realizes? Like she seems like she
Why
wants
don't
him
you ask her?
back, right? Okay. I look her deep in the eyes, holding the note in my hand. I look up from the note and I look her in the eyes and I say, "Is he wrong?"
Well, of course. I've known for years, but I've read all of the parenting books on the subject, and they all say that you're supposed to let them come out in their own time. You're not supposed to say anything, and you're supposed to act surprised and tell them that you love them and all of that. And I mean, I've just been waiting, but he never said a word. What was I supposed to do?
Is there someone else in the household that he didn't feel he would be accepted by?
I don't believe so. I mean, his father and I have spoken about this, and we were in agreement that we would wait for him to tell us.
Does he have
But
any
he never did.
siblings?
No, he's our only child.
Oh. So he's just
Then
wrong.
How did he get the impression that you don't approve?
Well, I have no idea.
Do you guys
He's young.
go to church?
No, we're not that kind of family.
Okay.
Was there perhaps somebody who would benefit from him leaving that could possibly lie to him?
Or have
Well,
misrepresented in
possibly.
the note. Is this his handwriting?
Ooh.
Well, it appears to be his handwriting.
Oh, good. Okay.
But in terms of your earlier question, there are many who could possibly benefit. He is our sole heir. Dryads are extremely long-lived, and we are wealthy. If we were to not have an heir, who knows what would happen to our fortune?
Ooh, so there's been some trickery to trick the heir out of his inheritance. Who benefits? Who would inherit if you guys didn't pass all of this? And I pointed the, stone walls, flowing water and plants growing out of the walls inside their house. Who would inherit all of this if it weren't Elandro?
Honestly, I'm not sure. We've never considered it. We've had Elandro for hundreds of years.
Wait, so he's hundreds of years old, and this entire time has never once let you know that he was gay.
Well, we live for thousands of years. He's still rather young by our people's standards.
Fair enough, I suppose. Just seems bizarre. One would think your patience would run out at some point, but I don't know. Maybe it's different for longer-lived races.
Do you guys have nannies? You've got an Alfred. Butler,
Or any-
subtype Alfred.
Well,
Or
he's
any
had many
teachers
over
or
the
trainers?
years.
Okay.
So it's just Alfred in this house?
Oh, no, we have an extensive staff.
Okay.
There have been, although he hasn't had something like a nanny for, oh, goodness, probably almost a century.
Is any of the staff new?
I don't believe so. I mean, he's been establishing in the business interests of the family over the last 50 years or so as he's started to reach adulthood.
What is the business interest of the family? What do you do?
Well, we're mostly merchants. We are nature spirits, so we mostly deal in the commerce of, fruits and vegetables, mostly agriculture.
Is anybody else missing other than Elandro? He went with someone, right?
Well, I know exactly who. Like I said, we know more than he thinks.
Oh, you know
We
who
know
his
the name of
boyfriend
his
is.
lover.
Okay.
Yes.
Yeah.
His name is Allegretto Vieno. I don't know much about him, just the name. He's a bit older than Elandro is. I can't say that I much approve of the man. Like I said, I know very little of him. Just the name.
Is he also a tree spirit? Spirit of
He is not a dryad.
Dryad. Thank you.
He is a high elf.
Okay.
Well, similarly lifespan. Yeah, that's compatible.
Yes.
Do you know where he lives?
My understanding... No. My understanding is that he is not the most reputable of characters.
Oh, he's a bad boy. Okay.
Perhaps a bit.
Well, do you guys have any ideas?
About where
party
he is,
members.
or... Oh. Yes, please, converse.
Oh, who this person is? Is that what you're asking? I'm sorry, Pidge.
Just any ideas in general? Opening the floor to people who haven't talked.
He asked to be left alone, so...
He did, and he ran off. It doesn't look like there's any attempt to get money. We should ask if anything was stolen or taken with him, or if there's any monies that he could get access to, so we can rule out the possibility that this is a kidnapping of some sort.
That's a good point. Does he have a bank account?
Oh. Well, I'm not sure. I'm sure he has plenty of funds available. He always has.
Private bank accounts, not controlled by you.
Oh, of course not.
Okay. So, Fragile, what do you think about that?
I think there's an expectation that we need to rule things out. Right now, it's very clear that this person has run off with someone they care about. The family knew, but somehow this person didn't know, and that seems weird to me. Especially if they've been together for hundreds of years. So maybe we should look at the communication if we don't think there's foul play involved.
I would like to... she handed us the note, correct?
Yeah. I hand it to you,
Okay.
Mortimer.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, 'cause I
I
was
want to
holding
take a look at
Yeah.
the note and see if there's like any clues to maybe where they went. Because I'm assuming... Yeah, so Mortimer looks at this note and is looking for clues, and it just pipes up like, "So I'm assuming that you want us to find your son, presumably."
That's a good question.
Well, that is the idea. Yes, of course I would pay you.
Right. Understandably, of course. Just looking for see if maybe there's mention of where they would go.
Yeah, can we clarify expectations, please, ma'am? The question I have ultimately is, you want us to track down where your son is. You have some expectation that we'll return your son against his will.
I should hope it would not be against his will.
Right.
So we're going to
Because
change
it's
his
not going
mind.
to be.
Well, he seems to think that we would never accept him. I would hope that by now you would understand that we've accepted him his whole life. Just tell him.
Why don't you write a letter to him that we can deliver to him?
I like that idea.
You're even better.
Very well. I will write a letter explaining why we've never said anything, and you can bring it to him, should you find him, to convince him that he is always welcome to return home.
That's a great idea. We agree, so we do it. We all
Can we
right.
ask one more favor of you?
Yes.
Besides the letter, could you provide something that only you would give to him before you, say, passed on to the next life, so that he would know your sincerity in this effort?
That it's actually from you.
Yes, something personal.
Oh, like inherited jewelry?
A brooch.
Precisely.
Hmm.
Something of importance more than value.
Right. Like when he was a
Something-
little kid and you were on the beach together and you brought home a seashell that...
Right.
Something of value
Emotional
that he
value.
would know that you had. Interesting.
Take your time. It's totally cool. We'd like to look around the house, check out his room, and look for other things and maybe talk to some of the staff to get an idea where they may have gone.
Actually, I have a perfect idea. She plucks one of the leaves from her hair and breathes on it. It turns a glowing silver color, and she hands it to Pidge. Wear this somewhere about your person.
Ooh!
Wow.
Where do I put it? I have a necklace around my neck that is a ceramic hand on a leather strap with 2 magnets, holding it on my... I take the leather, and I have leather working tools with me, and I quickly tie a little net, and I add a little net of leather to this necklace, so now it's like a cute little cage of leather around the leaf, around my neck.
Mhm.
So it's a ceramic hand and a little leather cage around the leaf.
When you meet him, have him touch this leaf. He will feel what I feel for him.
Wow, that's awesome.
So cute. Dryad magic.
Now, feel free to explore the house. Speak to whoever you wish.
All right. I recommend...
Not to be a pain in the butt. You've said all these things. Can we assume your husband feels the same way?
Absolutely. He's not here at the moment. He's away on business. But we've been in agreement ever since we started to suspect.
Okay.
And as I said, we knew as soon as Allegretto entered the picture, we became aware of that relationship. Around 40 years ago.
The kids are making
perfect.
out in the gazebo again.
Yes, and that was when everything was confirmed, and we've been on the same page ever since.
Now, when your husband left on business, is that the same time he disappeared?
Oh no, our business ventures are quite expansive. Alondra only been missing for 3 days, and my husband has been away on business for around 2 weeks.
One suspect down?
All right, I recommend we check the boy's room
Yes.
first.
Yes, Alfred will take you there.
Perfect.
We agree, so we do.
And yes.
Hey, Alfred,
Great
are there
timing.
any secret caves in this house?
No, it is beside the facades that you see here that were crafted by Lady Ashcroft. The bones of the house are fairly standard.
Excellent. Thank you.
Yeah, this is his room here. He opens the door and you see a suite of rooms. There is a standard bedroom, a drawing room, a bathing room, and a balcony that overlooks the grounds.
I am in the wrong business. That's what I see in this room.
Yeah. Pidge thinks about her tiny living quarters.
You have living quarters? No, I'm kidding. So I'm gonna. Mortimer is going to first, like, if there's a desk, he's gonna go to the desk and like start rifling through and see if like there's a journal or papers or anything. See if he can find anything that might lead to where he might have gone.
And Fragile's going to check out the balcony and see what can be seen, and then look for any signs of a secret entrance exit, or if someone would climb down from the balcony or anything like that.
There are many papers in the desk, some of them related to studies, some of them related to the business ventures in the family. There does seem to be a journal, which does mention the initials AV rather frequently. There is also a large tree outside of the balcony. If someone were nimble enough, it could certainly be used to climb up and down.
Like a dryad. Okay.
Can I do some kind of roll to investigate this journal? See what I read?
You could just read it. It's right there.
Oh, but I have a +7 in investigation.
Sure, go ahead.
Yeah. That's a non-natural 20.
Okay.
What do I read?
You read, well, what would you like to read about? Any particular thing that you're looking for?
The last week entered.
The last week entered.
Yeah, I want to know like the thing right before he decided to leave, if there were any events that precipitated that.
Sometimes the apartment seems to feel more like home than my own home, was one passage that you pick up.
Ooh, there's an apartment. Ooh. I share that with my friends, and I say, if we find where Allegrato Viano lives, we may find Alandro. There's some pretty smexy names you got going on.
I tried. It's a sexy week.
Yes.
Fred Jr.'s going to go over to the desk. He's going to take a blank piece of paper and make a rubbing of what the last letter was that was written there.
Oh, because if you write on a stack of papers, you can... It should be, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You create a rubbing that appears to be a copy of the same letter that's in your hand from Lady Ashcroft.
Good detective work.
I'm sorry. Say that again?
I got a +7 too.
So he rubbed on the stack of papers, because if you write too hard on the top one, it presses the letters into the further in papers. And if you lightly graphite over the blank paper, the indentations stay white, and you can like invert the colors, and you can read the pressings of the letters that were on the top paper that's no longer present.
That part I get. I think what I was saying was he wrote the letter here that he gave to his mother before he left, or left for his mother.
Yes.
So this is where it was written. Cool.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I will memorize all of this. Yeah, I think anything that Mortimer reads, he's just going to commit to memory, because that's a thing he does. So.
Can we ask Alfred to come back in and see if there's anything that was taken recently or missing from the room, or any clothes or luggage?
And then Alfred has been watching you this whole time.
Oh, okay, great.
Hi.
Alfred is not leaving you unattended in this house.
Alfred, thank you so much for staying with us. It looks like we found where the note was written, and we kind of get a sense. Do you know where the apartment is?
I'm not sure what apartment you're speaking of. This is Alandro's apartment. in this house.
The boyfriend.
Is there another place he spent time?
Yes.
Pidge sneaks
we
out
do
of
not-
the room and does something at exactly the same time that we'll do later, but I don't want to give Alfred the chance to talk to people, so I'm just not present. I'm down the hall. Shh. Shh. We'll do it later.
Do you want to roll for a sneak there?
Oh no. Yeah, I will. Which one is that? I don't do that very often.
Stealth.
Stealth. It's under Dex.
Third from the bottom.
I have a
I'm
plus
going to
one
give
in
you a
that.
DC of 15.
Okay. I rolled a 15 on the dice, and I have a plus 1.
All right, you successfully sneak past Alfred.
Yes, in the hallway.
All right. If you are referring to Allegretto, we do not exactly know where he lives. That
Not
would require
exactly,
some...
but you have a general idea.
No, actually. That would require some detective work.
Yeah, you're Alfred.
I am not a detective.
Oftentimes you're played by one. Anyway, well, let's follow that up in a different way.
Keep distracting Alfred. Yeah.
Alfred, when Alondro leaves the premises and departs the house,
Oh, yes,
does
he
have
does that
somebody
often.
does he have someone who drives him, or does he go on his own?
Well, that depends. He does often leave during the night. He assumes we don't know, but we do. He usually departs on his own via that tree outside his balcony. He is normally back by the morning. Oftentimes when he leaves during the day, it is in his own car.
Carriage. Yes, those carriages. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Alfred, would anybody know if he takes a horse or another riding beast when he leaves?
He is quite proud of being able to manage his own stable.
Oh. He manages his own stable. That seems unique for his level of wealth.
He's an accomplished rider.
And then we cut to Pidge, who's walking down the hallway and finds herself in the stables. Is there a stable girl here? Tending the horses?
Of course it's a stable girl.
Okay, it's girl talk time. So I introduce myself. I say, hi, I'm Pidge. I'm really short and skinny and non-threatening.
Hi, I'm Jessica.
Hi, Jessica.
How did you get in here?
Oh, I've been hired by the family, of course. You know, I show her my fire-breathing kitten tattoo, totally on the up and up.
Oh, you're famous. Yeah.
Oh, thank you. So I heard about how moves paper. I heard about how Alondro ran off recently. Wow. I shake my head.
Oh,
side
yeah.
to side.
I don't know what happened. I just know he's been gone for a couple days now.
Yeah. Well, did he take any of these horses with him?
No, actually, his horse is still here. Yeah, normally he takes his horse with him when he leaves, but no, it's still here.
Oh. Well, I pet the horse. I'm really good with horses. I roll an animal handling check. That's a 12. But I hold my hand flat to the horse so that it can sniff my fingers without munching on them. I try not
The
to
horse
spook
slobbers
it.
on you.
Yes. Okay. And hopefully I'm gaining her trust by being good with animals. And I say to her, oh, well, who's going to take care of this poor horse?
Well, that's kind of my job.
Oh, but its owner is gone. Do you know where maybe he might have went? I could maybe take his horse to him.
Well, none of us ever know where he goes. He's normally not gone this long.
Oh, you haven't been girl chatting? I was kind of hoping I could get some gossip. Is there a gossip roll?
Do I girl chat with Alondro?
With other staff, I mean, I'm hired help too. You know how it is. What do those rich people do with all their time?
Downton Abbey-esque.
Well, honestly, he's been really mysterious. Honestly, we have no idea where he goes.
Okay, I tried. Do you want me to take his horse to him?
I can't exactly let you leave with the boss's horse.
Oh, I show her the leaf. I'm and the letter, and I'm this is part of my job, maybe the horse will be able to turn right. You know how horses are when they're in a pack; they kind of follow the one before them.
I mean, I get it, but I mean, without
check?
really explicit permission from the Lady Ashcroft, I really can't let you leave with Alondro's horse. I would get in so much trouble.
Okay, I can get explicit permission and come back, but I am betting the horse might know where it goes because horses tend to follow familiar paths. Yeah. Okay, so I will return to the room. Can I sneak back in so Alfred doesn't notice that I was gone?
You can roll for it.
I'm gonna fail, you guys. Yeah. Very much failed.
Ah.
That was an 8.
Ah.
I tried to girl
Alfred
talk.
sees. Where did you go? Where?
Oh, sorry, I had to pee.
As we were saying, any other questions?
Yeah, I have to pee too. Can I use the restroom as well?
Absolutely. Follow me, please.
Thank you.
It leads you to.
Do you guys have any bloodhounds on premises that we can get to maybe track him?
Before we leave the room, I take one of his shirts.
Okay.
Perfect.
You
That was what I
noticed
was
that
hoping y'all
all of
would
his
pick
shirts
up on.
seemed to be present. He didn't take any with him.
Oh.
Ooh.
Oh, this is bad. Hey, ooh, I definitely take a shirt then, because now I think
Yeah.
I'm rescuing a missing person.
Or at least tracking his scent, right?
Yeah.
You might want to look for a dirty thing. For something that's not been cleaned. Something
Yeah.
he slept in or wore that would have his scent.
I reach in the hamper.
Something out of the hamper.
Yeah.
Perfect.
That works
I
too.
take a sock. I'm like, this is strongly scented.
Okay.
I talk to Alfred as I'm going, mostly little talk, nothing big, what it's like to live here, how does he live on premises, does he work here all the time, or does he have days off, that kind of thing.
Well, yes, I do have time to myself. It's mostly whenever I need it.
Oh, wow, that's very accommodating from your employers.
It does pay to be the head butler.
Oh, you're the head butler.
Oh.
Oh, yes.
Oh, wow. So if you were a regular butler, what would be your tasks that are different than being the head butler?
Well, they mostly do as I tell them.
Oh, you're the supervisor.
Yes.
Do you supervise all the staff or just the butlering staff?
Mostly just the butlering staff. I do tend to run the household, though.
And
Is there one person that would be spending most of their time taking care of his needs?
Of whose needs?
Of Alorandro's?
Not really. He's an adult now, so he mostly takes care of his own needs. You know,
Rich people still have people to do things for them,
no
matter what the age.
No, his quarters are taken care of, the same as the rest of the house. But his specific needs, in terms of, tutors and whatnot, that all ended quite some time ago.
I think the answer to that is Allegretto Viano.
Well,
I think that's a good guess.
I was hoping for somebody to be in the background that would hear all these things, but just not be seen.
Yeah, I tried for that in the stables.
Yeah, that's good.
No.
no, you may want to think.
I have an idea
broader.
outside the house if we want to leave this house. So first, let's get the horse. I say this to my party very quietly so Alfred can't hear. Let's get the horse because it's possible it may retrace its steps to like a gay bar. Go to the gay bar, talk to his actual friends because he had people outside of this house.
We also need to get the letter that Mommy was writing.
Yes.
Oh, she already gave that to you.
Okay.
And I have one more. Can we find a picture of him, a painting, something we could take? Maybe not something terribly large, but something we could take with us as a way of showing people who we're looking for.
Until you said terribly large, I was picturing like a handheld, and then you said terribly large, and I'm like picturing you with both arms outstretched carrying like a wall portrait.
A 10 by 10.
Have
that
you
was
seen
my
this
imagination
person?
too. And the main thing is, we should know what he looks like too. So we should try to identify who he is and what he looks like.
Well, he looks like a dryad.
There's a bunch of those. I agree.
I don't know how many there are.
Yeah.
Sure.
Are you saying all dryads look the same?
Have
That's
we
racist.
ever
Racist,
seen
I
a
agree.
dryad in Nicomoy before?
So
They're
this
pretty rare,
wall portrait
guys.
here on the above the fireplace. You don't mind if I just use this in our investigation?
No, of course. Take it.
Okay, I hand it to Fragile.
Thank you.
Also, I have an eidetic memory, so
Perfect.
all of this is being committed.
I want to talk to Lady Ashcroft one more time.
Ah, yes. She
The
takes
horse.
you there.
Hello, Lady Ashcroft.
Hello.
Would it be possible to aid in our investigation for us to use the abilities and memories of his faithful steed to help find him?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Can you tell the stable Lady Jessica that?
Ah, yes. Alfred, please go with them.
Thank you. Okay, I'd like to take the horse with us.
Okay. Yes, it's done.
All right. So after all that, I'm gonna sit on the horse and let the reins out a little bit so that it can like go eat bushes and stuff and
Mhm.
see where it goes. And be like, yeah, come on, horse. Where's the horse taking me? Come on, guys.
The horse is exceptionally well trained. The horse does not go anywhere without direction.
Crud slaps it on the ass.
And the horse takes off running with Pidge down the street.
Oh boy!
Not in any
we're gonna
particular
follow
direction. It's just running.
Okay. So horses, this is a real thing. Horses actually will just follow the path that they've been on.
Yes, it will. But this is his horse
comforted
that
by
he's taken
that?
all over the city on many different locations.
Well, one of them, right? So
Yes.
is everybody following me? Because I'm on a galloping horse.
Oh yeah.
The horse.
Yeah.
And the horse stops in front of the city records building.
I'll take it. All right, I tie the horse to the horse holding stick. I don't know. Is there a person to take horses? I give them a gold. Oh God, there I go. -1 gold. Horse.
The three of us come running up about 5 minutes later out of breath.
Yeah, Mortimer is behind everyone, and he's like, my lung capacity is 0 because I don't have any. Why do you make me run?
It got us here. Look, we're here. Where's here? We're at the city records.
Yes, the city records, where
See?
records of all things are kept.
At the very least, we could look up this Allegretto's address, possibly. Let's just go in there. And no more running off.
Okay.
Oh, that is an excellent idea. You go inside the building. It's a large municipal building, as they typically are, lots of marble and columns and things. And there are various offices present. You see different ones, parking tickets and, lawyers and whatnot. There's one that's marked addresses and businesses.
Addresses.
I think that's where we want to go.
Oh, probably.
We should go in there. I go in there.
You go in there. You see a desk, and it's not a very busy office. There's really no one else in there. And you see a shy-looking young dwarf woman with a name badge that says Penelope Ironfist. Everyone roll a perception check.
Dwarf.
16.
16. All right.
18.
You see that she is reading a novel with a picture on the front of a bare-chested man and a woman in a really red dress. As she turns the page, she gives a sigh.
Does my natural 20 matter? I got a 28, I think.
You really observe that this woman is a romantic.
I'm feeling very unfortunate that I rolled a 7 because I'm about to interrupt a person in the middle of their happy time. I didn't.
I was gonna walk up.
You don't know anything. You don't know anything about this woman's personality.
Okay.
But how do you interact with Penelope Iron Fist?
I want to walk up and do like the shoulder things, like, "Hey,
Oh, hello.
hello. I'm Mortimer Wormwood.
Well, nice to meet you.
It's a pleasure to meet you today. We are, as you can see with my party behind me, we're on a mission.
Oh my.
I'd waggle my eyebrows, but they seem to be missing.
Go ahead and roll a d20.
14 on the die.
You know, the flirt DC is only 11, so that passes. Okay, go ahead, continue.
So, this is a very important mission we're on, and we need some information, and it would be just wonderful if you were able to help us in that mission.
Oh my, well, I don't know how much information I'm allowed to give out.
Oh, we merely just want an address for a potential suspect.
Are you with
and-
the police?
He leans in even closer. He's like, "We might be. It's very secret."
Are you trying to persuade?
The secret police.
I was kind of going for persuasion.
I have 3 different DCs. I have flirt, persuade, and intimidate here. So if you're going for a persuade, that's a different DC. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, that's a terrible roll. I got a 7.
Oh, that persuade does not count.
Yeah.
Okay, go ahead. We're still trudging along.
So, if you could just help us in any particular way, if I give you a name, you give us an address, and then at that moment his elbow slips and he slams his jaw on the counter. It's like, "Oh, son of a bitch. Sorry, I am, hi."
Someone else.
I'm not sure what that's supposed to be.
I step up to my friend and I pat him on the shoulder, and then I do a cartwheel. I just do a beautiful, perfect cartwheel and end up standing very close to her, about 3 inches from her face. And I smile and I raise my left eyebrow and I tilt my head a little and I said, when you're off here, we could go somewhere else.
Go ahead and roll.
Buy you a drink. I rolled a 16, and depending on what you want me to use that for, because I was thinking of a little performance, but I can certainly use persuasion. They're the same number.
Either way, I mean, like, I'm counting this as a flirt, and the DC is only 11, so I think that passes. So we're up to 2 successfuls. All right.
This is a skill check. Oh god.
Oh, this is a skill check. Yes.
Okay.
Can I run a little insight? Is she into me?
She is feeling this.
Okay, excellent.
This is brightening up her day.
Excellent. I want to brighten up her day some more. I start looking at her, and I'm just repeating what I see. If I see that she has flowing hair, I'm telling her how much her hair flows like a river. I'm seeing that if
she twirls her beard
soft,
and says, "Go on."
Perfect. Excellent. I love it. I love it. And does she have muscles? Is she well-defined?
She is.
I point out how much I like well-defined people in my life and how much I love to massage people. Like, I actually get energy from rubbing against somebody and making them feel good. It gives me power and energy.
Are you going to roll for that?
I will happily roll for that.
Mortimer feels
18,
his
and if
bones
it's still
and gets a little
performance
sad.
or persuasion, I am still I'm at a 19.
That passes. You now have 3 successful flirt checks now. She is inclined to help you and bend the rules a little bit on releasing city information.
Yeah.
Oh. Wonderful. We're looking for Allegretto Vienno.
All right, let me see what I have in our system here. All right, not a whole lot. I have that Allegretto Vienno he is a a bit older than I am. He is 657 years old, and he doesn't have a criminal record. He owns a club. It's under the category of nightclub, called Bounce, and the address is 57 Killinger Alley, and the address for his residence is listed as 57A Killinger Alley. Interesting. That's all we have in our records here on him.
Good job, Fragile.
Those are really good records that you keep. And I was wondering if you also take scheduling and appointments. Maybe you and I could schedule a little time. Maybe we could meet at Bounce and spend some time there tonight.
Well, absolutely.
This sounds like a date.
Fragile
Why
got a
don't
girlfriend.
we meet at Bounce at 7 o'clock? And if it's okay with you, I could do a little masseusin while we're there.
Oh, anytime. 7 o'clock.
7 o'clock it is. See you at Bounce.
Wow, that was entirely successful.
I got some lucky rolls, I'll tell you.
I'm going to be honest. I was kind of hoping to fail that first roll just because I like the idea of like a skeleton trying to flirt is just awkward.
Yeah, it's the whole lack of skin thing.
Yeah.
Some people are into that.
Well, I was going to give you options. She was she was easier to flirt with, but you could have tried persuading or intimidating. There.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. I like that.
Okay. So now you have your information. You know where Bounce is.
We're gonna
Well, we also
leave.
theoretically know where the apartment is because
Yeah.
it might be inside a Bounce. So it might be good to do a little recon in that area and talk to people in that area.
It's
Yeah.
probably like a studio apartment that's above the club.
Who's to
Probably.
say?
I'm just going to guess. Yeah, or it could be below.
I'm gonna make sure that we're not in earshot of Penelope as we continue, because that could not have gone better, and I don't want that to go worse. So, so we step outside. I guess we're picking up the horse outside. Okay.
Yes, you should not lose his horse.
All right, so 57 Killinger Alley.
And
Are we
we should
going
look to see if
directly?
57A is like a separate apartment or somewhere near there, just to make sure it's not a different place.
Well, let's go and take a peek.
I may have something that can help us. It's possible. I don't think this is what it's supposed to be used for, but I could turn gaseous form. I can transform a willing creature I touch along with everything it's wearing and carrying into a misty cloud for the duration, and that duration can be up to 1 hour. And I can go and just invisibly see what's inside the apartment and then come back out as long as there's some kind of air entrance into this place, either like a vent or an open window or a crack under a door. And then I could just tell you guys what's in it.
We could do that. I don't see a problem.
That sounds pretty brilliant as long as nobody thinks you're a vampire.
Yeah.
Why would that be a thing?
Vampires turn into gaseous forms and then go into places. It's kind of scary.
Not scary. I, in fact, will be clear. Woo.
You can try it.
Okay, it's a 3rd level transmutation spell. I'm going to wait to do it until we're outside of 57A Killinger Alley. Are we there?
Yeah.
I rode a horse.
Because sometimes
So
people are afraid of
you
vampires,
are
right?
in Killinger Alley. You do not see a door marked 57A. Let me see. You are in a dank alley with a faded sign that says Bounce, and there's a bright red door with a knocker shaped like an elf man laying on a leafy vine.
I don't want to do the knocker. Instead, I'd like to look at the space at the bottom of the door. Is there enough space for air to pass through?
Yeah, sure. It's just a regular door. I mean,
Okay.
it's a nightclub.
Hold my horse.
Your horse? I thought this was their horse.
Yeah.
Alandro's.
Totally.
Yeah.
All right. So I'm gonna do some recon, right? And I transform into I use a bit of gauze and a wisp of smoke, material components, and I transform into a gaseous form. Woo! And Pidge is gone, all my clothes is gone, all my equipment is gone, and I'm just like a, I hope, clear cloud of gas.
Okay.
I pass under the door.
You pass under the door and you enter a low-lit room that is decorated in dusky reds with a reception desk. You see an elf woman with a name badge that says Cecilia over a skimpy uniform. You also see a sign to her right and a door to her left that leads to a locker room.
Okay, well, since the door to the left leads to the locker room, I'm going to look for other doors, and I'm going to check out the vents. Actually, ignore the doors. Doors are for humans. I'm going to check out the vents in the top corner of the room. Like, I look up and to the right.
There are no vents.
That's impossible. But okay. So I'm just going to, sure. I'm going to slip under anything here. Are there sewer? Yeah?
No, this is a very industrial type building. It's not really designed for ventilation.
Okay, I go outside the place and I'm going to scout from, it seems like I can move flying speed of 10 feet. So I'm going to fly around the apartment and I'm going to look at all of the possible air entrances to this building complex.
Yes.
I'm scouting for an hour.
So when you float directly up, you do find a large bay window that looks in on what looks like an apartment. It looks actually very similar to Lady Ashcroft's house. It is decorated with lots of rock and plants and things like that. Appears to be a rather small apartment on the second floor of this building, facing the alleyway. Around the rest of the building doesn't seem to be a whole lot of windows. The entire first floor actually has no windows anywhere at all. There are a few small windows around the rest of the second floor of the building. Looking through, there seems to be a small kitchen area, a lounge type area, a large training room with mostly mirrored walls.
Okay, I'm going to stand on the roof and cast Blink and ready an action that I'm going to move 10 feet downward after Blink activates and go through their wall. If these people are suffocating inside a building with no possible entrances, even for air, I'll stand on the roof. And I'm going to
allow it. Okay, I will allow you to blink into this building.
Yes. Okay. Unfortunately, I am out of third level spell slots. So how this works? So crossing off a thing.
So she ain't getting out.
I'm not possibly not getting out. But so what happened was I stood on the roof, and there's a proper way to do this. I'm going to see if I can read it. Okay. So I can't be gaseous anymore because that was concentration. So roll a d20 at the end of each of your turns for the duration of the spell, which is 1 minute. On a roll of 11 or higher, you vanish from the current plane of existence and appear in the ethereal plane. And then at the start of your next turn, when the spell ends, if you are on the ethereal plane, you return to an unoccupied space of your choice that you can see within 10 feet of the space you vanished from. So as long as I ready a movement, cast Blink, the Blink activates the readied action. I move 10 feet down. I moved while I was in the ethereal plane, and I pop back in.
Didn't it say you had to see where you were going?
Once I'm in the ethereal plane, I can see through stuffs.
Can you? Okay.
And I ready to movement. Yeah. So I can move down and pass through the ceiling, and then I can see where I am, and then I pop back in. Yeah. I checked before we started playing. It's legit. Okay, so I'm going to roll.
Which room would you like to go into?
Unfortunately, I probably cannot determine that, so you can probably roll randomly for me. I popped into one of those top floor rooms. Yeah.
Top floor is probably the apartment anyway, so.
I hope so.
There are a lot of rooms up there.
Oh, roll for me. Where'd I come out?
Oh,
great. Okay, he's smiling.
You
So,
pop into existence in the large sparring room lined with mirrors. You see two well-muscled,
Oh, God.
oily men wearing leather harnesses and leather kilts combating with like wooden police batons who suddenly break up
Wait.
their
Wait,
crack, crack, crack.
hold on. Before they react, is one of them Alondro?
No.
Well, then I'm going to
They're
keep
the
blinking.
security
Keep blinking.
guards.
I'm there for 6 seconds, and then I pop back into the ethereal plane. If I roll, so this is my second one. I have up to 10. Oh, shit, I don't. I stand there stupidly and wait for my next turn.
She's
They
dead.
go, how
They
did
have-
you get in here?
Third attempt. I pop.
This is off limits.
Okay, I had one round there.
All right, where are you going now?
Horizontally,
Horizontally to where?
left. It's not an exterior wall, right?
Pops outside.
I can
Okay,
move
actually,
25
yes.
feet to
to
the,
the
no,
left.
I don't go outside the building. I wouldn't go into an exterior wall.
No, she said she didn't go into an exterior
Not
wall.
to an exterior wall.
Yeah.
You really don't want to go. Because otherwise, you're entering a battle scene on your own.
Sometimes pitches die.
You sure you don't want to go outside the building and work through this with your party?
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay.
How tall was the building?
Oh, there are no other rooms? Wait, what happened to the bay window and the kitchen?
That's a different direction.
Well, I can move 25 feet and twice, so I can move.
Oh, you can move 25, not just 10.
Yeah, no, I I had to drop that spell.
She's blinking.
So you're gonna try to rush
Yeah.
past these two level 20 warriors.
Well, okay, so the way Blink works is that I am in the ethereal plane. So I'm not gaseous anymore. I'm not with the 10 feet flying speed. I'm in the ethereal plane, and I can move my entire turn that I've readied is 50 feet of movement. So I can get by passing through the ethereal plane.
Okay.
Yeah. Blink. You blink, and she's gone. That's
All
the
right.
end of the spell. And I have up to 10 of these blinks. I've used 3 of them, and
Okay. You can make it to the kitchen with another one of those blinks.
oh, thank God. Okay, all right. I pant, definitely freaked out, and I call out, Alondro!
No one hears you. However, the kitchen is one room away from that sparring room, and you hear, "Hey, she's over there now."
Crap. Okay, I blink down to ground level and then out to my friends, and I say, come on, let's book it. I probably used up 10 rounds of blink, so run away.
While she was blinking through the house and looking at everything, I pulled out the picture I have and I compared it to the elf man on the leaf on the door of Bounce. Do they look similar?
No.
Thank you.
The elf man looks older.
Okay. I want to kind of memorize what he looks like to see if when we eventually catch up with AV, if he looks like that. Thank you.
Mm-hmm.
So I pop out of nothing. I pop into existence. I blink and I say, run!
Okay, you guys
I
can run
don't
down the
run.
street, but nothing's chasing you.
I
Why?
follow Pidge. I just run with her.
Yay.
Okay.
Like a block from there, I'm going to stop.
Okay.
I have not moved.
Mortimer!
Why would we run? I didn't do anything
You
wrong.
could always just actually pay your entry to the club and just enter.
Oh, I was going to hope that we would enter the club like a half an hour from now after they stop associating me with the person who like went into their apartment.
Yeah, sure.
Because they have goldfish memory.
Well, I have disguised self.
Ah.
So
Oh, yeah.
I wasn't
Okay,
going to
you
look
can do
like
that.
me.
Well, you don't gotta wait a half hour.
Yeah.
Come, Chauncey. Oh.
While we're all doing this, I'm going to use my stealth and double back to see if anybody's tracking us.
No, not at all.
Okay.
Excellent.
Those
Thank you.
guys were security. They are not police. Nobody's in the
Gotcha.
club. They're good.
I actually don't have disguise self. That's a first level illusion spell.
If only someone else had disguise self.
Does anyone else have a disguise self?
What a great question.
Nope.
Yes.
Mortimer, can I look different than I am right now?
Perchance, why would you like to look different, Pidge?
I tell you about the people, and I don't have a great memory like you, so I recall every fact I can about their appearance. And I'm like, those people were fighting up there. They did not look like Alondra, but I don't know who they are, and I broke into their apartment. So
They were probably just training. Or
that's possible.
a prelude to some sexual thing. I don't know. But either way,
This has gone a weird place. Do you want to disguise me?
I suppose I could. What do you want to look like?
Is the spell to cast on the self or is it cast on other?
Ooh, that's a good
Because
point.
I have deception and I can help you like through makeup and changing your hair and the way you look. I can help you that way.
Yes, please.
And I'm
One wig.
Pretty good at stealth.
I want a cotton candy blue wig and pigtails. Totally different.
Okay, that might take a little money, but I think we could probably shop around and get you a pretty decent disguise. And I rolled a 13 with my +4 deception. That's a 17.
All right, I am disguised with a 17, and I spent maybe... how much does a wig cost?
Essentially free.
Okay, 1 gold. Okay.
All right.
So, sorry about that, guys. And I tell you
Shall
about
we?
the layout of the apartment because now I've seen it.
Do we have any
Have you?
idea what time it opens?
Oh, it's always open.
Oh, we should just go back and go in.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. All right, so you enter.
Oh, before I
quick
enter,
question.
yeah,
Was
I wanna,
the horse still there when we got back?
yeah, because we ran off without the horse.
I took the horse
Yeah.
with me, you guys.
You
when
didn't
you were
say
floating
that.
around
Well, I left you guys with my horse, and then I came back to you.
and told us to
Ran.
run.
Oh, don't. let me
Yes, the
just-
horse is still there.
Yay! Pick up the reins. I'm
Let's
gonna
say we
drop
have a
this
lot of
horse off
adventure to get through, guys.
at horse daycare. Horse is fine, and officially take it to city horse daycare.
Good.
Okay, minus 1 gold.
Before we go in, I take my shirt off. I oil up my biceps. I oil up everything on my chest and my abs. I'm in incredibly great shape. And I just want to look good when I go in.
Yeah, you are. You're getting a little ahead
Fred
of
makes you
yourself.
sparkly.
Okay.
I'm
Mortimer,
trying.
Mortimer looks at you and just goes, "You got to rub it in, don't you?" Just
And I literally rub the oil in.
All right. So you enter the room. Again, it is a low-lit room in dusky reds. There's a reception desk. And this time, Cecilia can see you, and she says, "Hello, please read the sign to my right here," and gestures to it. And it says, "Welcome to Bounce, the LGBT nudist bathhouse. No weapons, items, or clothing allowed beyond this point. Lockers are available for your convenience. Entrance is 1 gold. Sensuality and exploration is encouraged, but overt sexuality prohibited in public spaces. Private rooms are available to rent should the need arise."
Does it really say arise?
Oh, yes, it does.
Love the word choice. I give her an extra gold. I'm like, this is nice.
I shall have to tell Allegretto your compliments.
Now, is she wearing clothes right now?
Yes, she is wearing a rather skimpy uniform. You'll find that all of the attendants have a rather similar uniform. It's kind of a strappy leather getup with a skirt for the women and kind of a kilt for the men. It's all leather, kind of like Roman gladiator-esque.
Perfect. Well, I ask her if there's a costume like that I can wear, and if I can't, as I start taking off all my clothes right there, I ask her if there's any possibility that you can have a date here. Is like dating okay?
Oh, absolutely. If things do get too heated, you do have to find a private space. We do have those available for rent. However, plenty of people come here socially. Absolutely.
And you have
However,
no open spaces or public spaces for sex.
not for sex. No.
Okay. I have a friend named Penelope, and that's why the extra gold, because when she gets here, I want to be able to make sure she can just come right in.
Absolutely. We'll reserve her payment for her. And in terms of your earlier question, no, the uniforms are only for staff. Everyone who doesn't work here is completely naked from this point forward. There are lockers for your available.
I'd like to try it on if that's possible.
Perhaps.
All right. That's the right
What about
answer.
those who need to wear something for religious purposes?
Yeah, can I keep my necklace?
I believe you may.
Yes! That's 3 spells material components.
Since you do mention spells, you should be aware of the security system.
I was informing the DM, not Cecilia.
Cecilia still overheard you. Just so that you're aware, there are security systems in place here. Magic is allowed here in terms of expression. However, offensive magic is blocked within the premises by the security system that you'll see here, here, and here as she points to panels within the ceiling.
Oh, that's okay. Pidge doesn't really have any offensive magic. I'm just dumb all the time.
Are there any animals in the building?
I don't believe so.
Birds, cats, dogs, any domesticated animals, anything like that?
I don't believe so.
Okay.
We don't really allow that kind of sensuality here.
No. That's totally. I wasn't judging.
The
whether you did or
LGBT
didn't.
population
Totally cool.
likes to distance themselves from that kind of thing.
I totally understand that. Totally get it.
What is the policy on having construct companions?
Anything that isn't sentient does not go forward from here.
Fair enough.
But again, anything like that can stay in the locker room.
I go into the locker room, and Mortimer, he, strips down, takes his hat off over the horns, puts it in the locker, all that stuff, and looks at Chauncey and is like, "Now, Chauncey, I need you to stay here and guard my belongings. Otherwise, I will disassemble you."
All right, so everyone is all buck naked and ready to go, right?
Yeah, you just Mortimer steps
I
out.
was definitely buck naked before anybody else.
Yeah.
Yes, you were.
He wins.
And oiled.
Crud Jr. empties out his pocket but does not take off his robe. That is religious.
So we have one person who's not... Yeah, what is Crud Jr.? He's just 2 glowing red eyes, right?
Yep.
What are you under the hood?
He's not taking it off. He's claiming religious grounds.
Does it grant
And they
any
said-
bonus to AC?
Absolutely not.
Just the mystery of it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
I mean,
certainly an allure in that.
Okay, fine, I guess. I don't know.
People are going to stare at you because you're not naked, just so you know.
That's fine.
Will this get in the way of any of your loot? Oh, just so you know, there's going to be a lot of loot to be found here. I guess not. Okay. All right, fine.
I'll just carry it to my pelvis.
That's actually really good, yeah.
Put it in your ribs.
All right, so do we move forward?
Gosh, Pidge is naked, huh?
Yes, Pidge is naked.
Yeah.
There are other women here. This is not an entirely male club.
Yeah,
Well,
She gets her necklace.
yeah, I got my necklace.
Mortimer steps out, and you just hear him like stretch. You just hear, yeah. Oh, yeah. It's been a while.
I don't know if you guys ever saw that Firefly episode where Mal is naked and he's standing with his hands on the back of his head and he's just standing in the desert with his legs spread out and he's smiling. That's how I feel right now.
After
look very
getting the ray gun.
Yes, exactly. That's exactly it.
All right.
All right, so we're infiltrating the nudist club. All right.
No one's happy Pidge is naked, but she is.
Why? Is Pidge unattractive?
Pidge, what's your charisma?
-1.
What's your strength?
0. No one's happy Pidge is naked.
And what's your dexterity?
+1. No one's happy Pidge is naked.
Nobody's complaining but you.
It's
We're all
like
our own
flabby-
worst enemy.
Flabby skinny.
Oh,
Yeah.
come on.
Okay.
All right. So, we open the door from the locker room.
Yep.
Yes.
All right.
Mhm.
So you see a lot. Again, it's the whole place is very low light here. We see a long hallway, and you can see far off down in the distance. There's a black velvet curtain. But before that, you see that on either side of the hallway there are 3 doors, and each one has a symbol marked above it.
Ooh.
Mm-hmm. The first door on the left here seems to be a tankard of beer.
Beer door. I'm writing this down.
Okay. Bar.
Oh,
Sure.
do you want to know what all the symbols are in order
Sure,
here?
please. Yeah.
The first one seems to be a tankard of beer. The second one seems to be two men wrestling. The third seems to be a table. The fourth seems to be a symbol for water. The fifth is an upside down triangle. And the last is the letter Z.
There's so many doors.
There's only 6 doors. I mean, it's not that many, considering everything else. I mean, you got bar, fighting, I don't know.
Well, somewhere to sit and have a meal, maybe, and then water might be a spa, like a pool or a hot tub. The upside down triangle and the Z, probably the ones we should check out first because I don't recognize those.
Oh, I don't know. You should probably check out the mall.
That's it. We split up. No, wait.
No.
Never split the party. But okay.
No. So wherever you guys go, I will follow.
I'm really drawn to the upside down triangle because I want to know what that's all about.
We can go there first. I don't have a problem with that at all.
Okay.
All right.
Sounds good.
Upside down triangle it is. You go all the way to the end of the hall first and enter the upside down triangle room.
Yay!
You see that this room is hung with billowing sheer scarves and is set up like a spa. And it looks like this room is full of women. It's, again, they're all naked. They're all of various races. And you see that one of them is also a dryad. She's straining to reach under an armoire, and she seems to be crying, and you hear her say, "I'll never get it back."
Oh.
I offer to help. I walk over and say, "May I assist you today?"
No, you're too big too. We were wrestling and fighting over my mother's crown, and it fell off my head and under this armoire, and I'm too big. I can't reach under the gap here.
Well, can I lift the armoire out of the way?
Good luck. It's built into the wall.
Oh.
No, and it has a
small.
gap here, but like I said, I'm too big.
I have a solution.
I think
And
Mortimer being bones only is probably the skinniest arm here.
yeah, and that's
Yeah.
exactly what he does. He actually pulls off one arm and he's holding it with the other arm. He's like, I believe I can reach.
Oh gosh.
Cool.
Please move out of the way. And he gets down and starts reaching with his other arm to try to
Very
grasp
cool.
and pull it. And so
You try to reach, but you just can't. You can't reach far enough back. It's just too deep of a space. You would actually need someone small enough to fit underneath this space.
Enlarge
You're
reduce has
just
a
too
material
big.
component, so I'm afraid I can't help you there.
No, but
takes
you
part
might
of
be able
iron.
to actually fit just because you're small enough.
I
You
am
are pretty
3 feet
small.
tall. Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty small.
I try.
You try, and you just barely fit underneath this and can crawl underneath this space.
I have confined spaces paranoia, you know.
Do you?
I haven't had confined space training recently. I don't know. There's no double lockout system here. I'm very concerned. So I quickly try to get this done because I'm not happy down here. So
Okay. You manage to
she's
wriggle to the
crawling-
back of the space, and your hand latches on to something round and metallic.
because your fist is bigger than your hand, I'm going to use like a cat pawing motion to fling it back out from where I came and then immediately retreat.
It skitters back out, and you crawl back out after it, and you see a golden crown sitting on the floor.
Fresh air, fresh air.
The
It's
dryad
all right.
says,
You're okay.
Thank you so much. I never thought I was going to get this back.
No problem.
Yeah, we were happy to help. We were looking for a dryad ourselves.
Really? Who?
Is there another dryad here? A male, perhaps?
You mean Alondro?
Yes.
Well, probably. I mean, he comes and goes. He's the owner's boyfriend.
Oh,
Have you
How
seen him in the
interesting.
last 3 days?
Well, I mean, I don't know. He doesn't always come down to the club proper.
That's just a yes or no question. Have you seen him in the last 3 days?
I mean, I haven't. I mean, I think the last time I saw him here was maybe 2 or 3 months ago. But I mean, he doesn't come in this room. This is the lesbian room.
Pidge chuckles back. Smiles back at you.
Pidge, I just want to say you look really at home here.
No.
This looks like a comfortable, safe space for you.
Yeah, I don't know if have you guys never been here before?
First time, and Pidge wanted to come in this room first.
Yeah, these rooms all have themes. This
I
is
will
the
kick you
lesbian
later.
room. So
Excellent.
you'll find that most of the rooms are kind of male dominated, and this is where the women come to, kind of hang out and,
Let loose.
have a little girl time.
This is awkward for only one of us in this 4-person group.
Oh well. I mean, men are always
all the girls
invited
in that
here
one
as
zen.
well, but
And then
for
they're
the
like,
most
"Your
part,
boobs
it's
are so
the
big."
ladies hang
And
out
they
here.
squeeze 'em.
I'm sorry, we didn't hear any of what you said, Pidge. Can you say it all
She's
again?
muttering quietly to herself.
Uh-huh.
Her face is in her
What were you-
hands.
What were you
Are you
muttering there, Pidge?
Pidge, what is that around your neck?
It's a necklace. If she touches my necklace, I back away like 6 inches.
Wait, is that a dryad charm?
Uh,
Maybe.
Did you come looking for Alondro?
yes, we're here on official business.
I see. Well, I haven't seen him, but to thank you, please, let me give you something to help. May I?
Yeah.
She reaches out to pick up the charm that Lady Ashcroft gave you, and brings it towards her mouth and blows on it as well.
Oh.
The silver gleams a little brighter, and she says, "I've infused one of my abilities into this charm as well. Henceforth, you'll be able to cast the spell Goodberry from
Oh,
this."
it's a great spell.
Writing that down. Good.
That's a
berry.
good spell.
From
Yes.
the Dryad charm? Okay.
Yes, you will have 2 free casts per short rest of the transmutation spell Goodberry. When
I'm
you
familiar
cast
with
it,
It's
Oh,
one
are
of those
you?
ones I'm not allowed to have because I'm not a Dryad.
Yeah.
you get 10 berries that will appeal in your hand that will heal 1 HP each.
Ooh, sweet. 10 berries, 1 HP each.
Mhm.
And I get 2 per short rest.
2 per short rest.
To experiment with it, I generate 10 berries.
Oh, I was going to ask a clarifying question before you did that.
Whoops.
They last for 24 hours, so you can hold on to those.
Excellent. They're made. So you're allowed to imbue powers into things? Does that include your sexuality or other parts of you that are not just magical?
What do you mean?
Well, I was worried for my friend there, who obviously is a little uncomfortable in this room, and we've been teasing her. But I was wondering if somehow you would have or could have allowed her to cast a spell that altered herself in some way. And I was just being a little defensive, a little concerned.
Well,
if you charmed
not-
me.
not
Precisely.
so much.
No, okay. I was just
Dryads
checking.
kind of have their own magic. Goodberry is one of my specialties. That's why
Now-
I can imbue it.
Now, are all dryads heterosexual, bisexual, or lesbian? Or how does that work? Is that something that you
Well-
each person is because I hear stories and I've grown up
we
with
come
these
in the
stories.
same gambit as everyone else.
Okay, I was just
Remember,
checking.
you're in a gay club. Your
No,
your sample is a bit biased right now.
Well, and that was my question. I was wondering.
If you've met Lady Ashcroft, you've met at least one heterosexual
I
dryad.
made no assumptions about her.
Point of order. I wasn't making fun of Pidge. I was pointing out the fact that of the four of us, only one of us has male genitalia that can be seen.
Oh, and I was.
That's true.
I didn't mean to imply you were making fun of Pidge.
Oh.
I was making fun of Pidge.
Fair
We
enough.
can all make fun of Pidge. She is very uncomfortable in the naked lesbian
That's
room.
why I was making fun of her.
We
She
can
hasn't
go to a
exed it
different
yet,
room
though.
if you're really that uncomfortable, Pidge. It's
Yeah,
not
absolutely.
necessary we stand here and
Every-
watch you sweat.
Everybody has the right to do the things. I'm just. I'm like muttering again.
No, to be fair, if I still had something down there, I probably would be awkward too.
Oh yeah, you're literally bones.
Yeah, it's just smooth. There's nothing.
It's like a Ken doll.
Yeah.
Even worse, because there's actually a hole. It's not smooth.
Yeah.
There's just nothing.
Emptiness.
I mean, you could say I'm horny because I do have the horns, but
There
otherwise,
you go. That's cute.
I'm sure you manage.
I just don't bother. It's easier. Anyways, we should be going. I'm glad we were able to help with their crown.
I do have a
Absolutely,
quick
thank
question.
you.
I have a
Oh,
date
yes.
coming later, and I was wondering if there's any place that is not inappropriate for heterosexual couples to be.
Oh, it's very welcoming here. I mean, the club is geared towards the LGBT community, but no one judges.
But there's no orgy rooms or anything like that. That would.
No, the entire club is geared towards sensuality and exploration, but no. If actually, for example, if penetration happens, you get asked to leave.
Gotcha. Okay. Perfect.
Nah.
Thank you so much for clarifying that, and thank you for the gift that you gave Pidge. That was very kind.
Oh, absolutely.
Well, so we should be leaving. Again, nice meeting you.
Yes.
What is your name? I'm sorry, I don't think we caught that.
My name is Celeste.
What a beautiful name.
Thank you.
It's celestial, like an angel.
Well, we bid you adieu. And he salutes with his arm and the other arm, and then pops it back on, and then walks out the room.
And that was not said flirty, the angel thing. That was just a commentary.
I was gonna say she's not interested.
No. And
No.
I wasn't trying to be flirty at all.
No, she turns back to
I feel like
the other women in the room, and they go back to fighting over different pieces of jewelry and cucumber masks and whatnot. Different bits of them jiggle as they argue.
I feel like Fragile,
little
is
of
it? Is like just naturally flirty. Like he may not intend
yeah.
to be, but he just is.
Yeah,
He should have
I
been a bard.
agree. Yeah. But he's a
Anyways.
ranger. He's used to being out and about, and so when he gets around people, he's very excited
Okay.
by
Right.
all people.
So you find yourself back in the six-doored hallway.
We know
can
what
we go
the
to Z?
upside down triangle does.
Yes, let's go to Z.
You want to go to
Okay.
Z.
You first, and I push him.
I walk right into Z. I open the door and step in completely nude and happy.
And you fall down into the pit of pillows. This is
Wow, this
it turns
makes
out
sense.
Z is the cuddle room. This is a large room filled with, cause have you ever gone to one of those like trampoline parks and they have the pit full of like foam pillows? It's kind of like that,
Yep.
full of large
Yes.
cushions, and there's fireplaces lining the walls, and there's
Aw.
groups of people just laying and cuddling. Maybe light caressing, talking, right? It's just really about intimacy in this room. And maybe falling asleep like piles of puppies, kind of like that. And
Is
there
there
are
any chance I caught Pidge as she pushed me and pulled her with me?
I would like to roll an
Take a-
opposing
yeah.
something check.
yeah, go ahead and roll.
I'm rolling.
Go ahead and roll.
Unfortunately-
And you're both doing dexterity checks here.
Oh no.
Dexterity it is.
Oh, there's a +1 to that. Okay.
I got a 25.
I did not. I got a 14 on the dice, and that's 15
You
total.
absolutely pull her in.
Great.
Me, I feel like me and Crud just stand at the doorway and just look.
Yeah, pretty much. Just
Now,
looking at
you
it
also
going,
see that there are two of those guards stationed here in the corners of the room, just so that you know.
Okay.
And yeah, so what do you decide to do in this room? There,
I am luxuriating in the pillows. This is
You are
like
luxuriating in
Nirvana.
the pillows?
Oh, yes, I'm just enjoying the comfort of this. And also, I'm a little enjoying the fact that I'm imagining Pidge is very uncomfortable, and I'm checking in to hope and see that is the case. And I'm willing to use insight to hope that she is actually not
Pitch, are you
comfortable.
also laying in the pillows?
Honestly, so I expected worse, but then I landed on softness, and there's nobody touching me. So I'm like, this isn't as bad. I'm laying on my back, looking up at the ceiling. I breathe out and I sigh.
Mortimer, Crud, are you laying in the pillows?
No.
I think we're standing at the door looking in.
Okay. Is that everyone's final decision?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, Pidge and Fragile, you both gain 10 temporary hit points to use later from the extreme good rest that you get from laying on these extraordinarily soft pillows.
Can I take a short
Excellent.
rest?
If you want,
Oh, sweet. I get back a spell slot.
sure.
And,
But also
I'm
10
gonna
temporary
have
hit points.
20 berries before I short rest, and then 2 berry slots.
Sure.
And I'm going ahead and looking around to see if anybody else is looking to chat or talk to us. And I'm not initiating anything. I'm kind of open to that if it's happening or anybody's making eye contact, with the hope of actually doing investigatory work or learning more about the people we're seeking.
I mean, people are so far pretty into the people that they're already cuddling with, but
Gotcha.
if you were to start a conversation, I'm sure somebody would talk to you.
Yeah, I don't want to be awkward or I don't know the rules, so I don't want to jump in and make anybody uncomfortable. Other than Pidge. I'm totally good with making Pidge uncomfortable.
Pidge is asleep.
Okay. Well, I can't make her uncomfortable then. Oh, well.
Yeah, the point
yeah,
of this
I'll-
room at this point was just to give you guys a couple extra hit points until
Excellent.
later in the adventure.
I appreciate that. I only have 26 normally, so.
That's why I tried to give you guys extra hit points.
Meanwhile, me and
You should
Crud are
really
just
take
like,
part in the challenges
nope.
here.
Well,
I'm gonna do
Crud
it
is
all.
a 16-year-old boy, so he's pretty uncomfortable in the first place in here.
His red eyes
okay.
are very wide.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think Mortimer's just kind of an old man. Like if he doesn't participate, it's because he's just fed up. So
That's fine.
Yeah. No. Yeah.
What age
Okay.
is Pidge? Oh, Pidge is 48 rock gnome years.
Yeah.
That seems adult.
I realized late after the fact that I shouldn't have made my elf character 21 because that doesn't quite add
Oh
up.
gosh, you're like a toddler.
Exactly. Oops.
Eh.
I should fix
Oh, you're
that at some
22
point.
now because we've been adventuring for a year.
Yeah. But still, I should adjust that age at some point.
Just throw
22
2 in
elf
front of it.
years.
Yeah.
Yeah, 222. There you go.
Anyways, anybody want to explore the pillow room anymore, or should we move on?
I'm going to roll around in the pillows. I'm all oiled up. I love this space. I feel like I'm not getting the full experience because I'm not cuddling anybody. And I point this out to Pidge.
Pidge hands you 5 berries and leaves the room. Actually, I hand all of you guys 5 berries. As you help me out of the pit, I dust myself off and then hand you 5 berries. It's
That's a
hard
good idea.
to carry.
Everybody has
20
5 berries.
I don't have anywhere to put these.
Yes, you do in your pelvis.
But if I walk, it rocks and that'll fall out.
Cred Jr. puts it in his pocket.
Oh, yeah, that's handy.
Hey, Cred, can you hold mine too?
He puts.
Oh, so I got 10?
Yeah.
Determined not to actually hold
Keep in
on to him
mind,
with
they're
his
really
hand.
only useful outside of battle because each one takes an action to eat.
Oh,
Sure.
Okay.
Goofing around, Mortimer puts one in each of his eye sockets.
Oh, cool.
That's a good
It's a
place to
good
keep
look
him.
for you. It's a good look.
Convenient.
Okay. There are 4 rooms left. Which one
Yes.
would you like to do next?
Water.
Water? Ooh, that's a good one. You enter the room and you see various races lounging in steaming pools amid tropical plants. Of note, you
this I
see
like.
2 Tritons who are singing mournfully to each other in one of the pools towards the back of the room. They are holding stone tablets and carving tools.
Wow.
I find an empty pool and lay down in it, or sit in it, or whatever.
Okay.
I join you.
Okay. The singing continues as most of the people in the room listen and watch.
I try to. What language are they singing in? Do I understand
Yeah. Yeah.
You do not understand it.
it? Okay.
It is the language of the deep.
Oh, Kane speaks that.
Does
Kine?
Does
He is
this
not here.
Does this seem like a performance or something
No.
else?
It seems extremely personal and kind of sad.
Man, they're harsh in my hot tub, Buzz. I get out of the hot tub.
I go
Where
with
do
the
you go?
emotion and I enjoy it and I listen to the mournfulness of it.
Now, would the
go to
deep
the-
be the same as abyssal?
Abyssal.
No, the deep is a different language than abyssal.
Yeah,
Yeah.
the Tritons are like the guardians of the deep ocean. It's not an evil thing. They're actually lawful.
Yeah,
You're speaking
like
mer person.
mermaids. Yeah.
Yep.
I go sadly over to their hot tub.
Oh,
They-
I follow.
They introduce themselves. They say, "Hello, we are Saline and Brackish. How are you?"
I'm good. Why are you sad?
Oh,
Those are
well,
great names, by the way.
we try. We didn't pick them. We
Oh, sorry, I was saying that to the DM, but okay. All right.
we are unfortunately going to have to leave each other soon. We've been married for a long time, and we're soldiers, you see, and we are going to be deployed in separate oceans, and
Oh.
it's going to be years before we get to see each other again. This is
Pretty
our last
sad.
night together.
Oh.
That's very sad.
It is. Oh, we're carving these pictures to remember each other by. It's just sad that we can only give these images. You know, we won't be able to sing together again for quite some time. And Tritons are, we're not very visual. It's our voices are a big part of who we are.
Mm.
Ooh. Have you heard of communication stones?
They don't really work underwater. Yeah. Yeah, we were hoping to find some way to put some aspect of our voice into these tablets, but we haven't found anyone who can do that for us. So,
Mortimer!
I stop doing my Jaws impersonation with my horns in the water. Get up. What is it, Pidge? What is the problem?
Can you come here?
Sure. What? I'm over here. What's going on?
Is there any way for these people to talk to one another underwater over a long distance using artificing? I have transfiguration magic, and I can't do anything about it.
No, not that I can think of as of right now. It's a little beyond my abilities. However, I do have a method to where you can record essentially a small bit of audio and play it back.
Do you? So you could put like a brief bit of song and record it into these stone tablets so that they could play it.
Yes, just the only problem is typically if I were to do something else of a similar fashion, any magic that I put into it gets transferred. So, also, I'm not sure about the distance from me. However,
Could Celeste the Dryad imbue the stone tablet with your spell?
That's not really her ability. However, I think the Tritons would really appreciate the effort, and if it fades, then it fades, but I think they would appreciate the attempt.
I can do it, and it'll last for a bit. However, I will try to avoid using this ability again. Well, but that's the best I can offer, fortunately. Unless you had somebody who could cast some sort of permanency spell over it, which you might be able to... When are you leaving?
Tonight.
No, never mind.
But maybe when we get there, we could always try to find a permanency spell.
Yeah,
but
there you go.
But absolutely, I mean, what you're suggesting sounds like amazing. Sounds like something amazing, and if it lasts at all, then it lasts at all, and we would be forever in your debt.
Yeah, I can do that. I will need some tools, and I see you have these tools here. So, give me a moment, and I can carve some runes on the edge of your slab, so as not to mar the sculpture you're working on. And then once I give you the command, you should be able to do so.
All right, thank you.
So, and Mortimer will like pick up the tools and do his best to try to get the maybe even try to eke out a little bit longer than 30 seconds because I think that's the limit of the ability. No, up to 25 words. That's what it is.
That works for them.
Yeah. Yep. Okay. Oh, wait, hold on. No, I can have a bunch of... I can have 4 objects doing this, so never mind. It should last a while. Yeah, so he does that, and he'll get the 2 of them going, and then he'll say, all right, I will activate these in the count of 3, and then you can sing, and then you'll both have each a recording. 1, 2, 3.
They start singing a different song this time, one that's not sad, but full of their love for each other. And they record, and then they finish the recording, and then they both reach out and they touch Mortimer and sing a different song, full of power this time. And their hands start to glow, and Mortimer starts to glow a faint blue.
Wee.
Yes.
Is blue a good color on him? I mean, like, I'm admiring the look.
Well, Amonis was blue for a while, and he liked it.
Oh, cool. Okay.
He loved it.
I guess
The
it
glow
depends if you like blue
fades.
bones.
And Mortimer has just a very faint dark blue hue, the color sort of the deep ocean. And he now has the ability Guardians of the Depths. He has taken on one of the racial abilities of the Tritons, which grants immunity to all cold damage,
Nice.
immunity to any drawbacks of deep underwater environments, and also, when using his bone arm ability, grants an extra 1d4 cold damage.
Wow.
And his bone arm is now a magical weapon.
Ooh.
But can he breathe underwater?
I didn't need to breathe to begin with.
That works.
That's interesting. Well, thank you. I appreciate that. Does this have a shelf life?
Oh no, that is permanent.
No.
You're one of
Oh,
us
wow.
now. We did say
Nice.
forever in your debt.
Well, thank you. Appreciate
Thank you very
the
much.
gift. It is by far, in my humble opinion, more than what I gave you. But maybe you see it differently, and that's perfectly fine. But either way, I hope you enjoy the rest of your evening.
Thank you very much. We shall. And they go off together and down into the deep water of the pool they're in.
Gonna have to get used to that color. I'm so used to being gray. Maybe a little yellow, but now it's blue.
Yep, now you're blue.
Eh.
I can't believe you turned someone else blue. You hated that so much.
I did. Now somebody else is blue. Oh, I love being the DM. Oh, this is great.
I'm
The
just
power.
guy's self, so if I ever get tired of it, I'm not blue, but whatever.
Mm-hmm. You can always
Uh,
just dye yourself as well.
Yeah,
If you want.
it's not a big deal for Mortimer.
You're a skeleton.
Yeah. He'll just sit out in the sun and bleach himself. Anyways.
Well, that's 3 rooms down.
All right.
Crud Jr. What room do you want to go in?
Yeah, there are 3 left.
The first one.
The first one, the bar. All right.
Yes.
All right, you enter the bar. There are 2 guards in the corner in this room as well. There is a with several bartenders behind a crystal bar with lights underneath. And there is a dance floor with lights underneath that as well and a light show above. The bartenders are calling out to you, "Hey, what can I get you?"
Milk.
All right, suit yourself. Here you go. Here's some milk. All right, who else? What do you got? What do you need?
Do you have any wine? Something sweet and less than bitter?
I mean, I guess we got some wine. Tell you what, if you want, I'll get you something special. I have here a drink that'll really put some hair on your chest. Special just for you. 5 gold tonight only.
I'd give him the 5 gold. I assume it's a him.
That was an excellent choice. Takes your 5 gold. Take that off your character sheet.
Okay.
And he grants you a mug of foaming, steaming, green, what looks like beer with some like foam that's bubbling off of the top. Here you go. Drink that down.
I chug it. Unless it, makes me throw up. I chug the whole thing.
You chug it down, and then your chest actually erupts with a thick pelt of hair that would make Disney villains spit with jealousy in a trademarked movie that I cannot say.
That's all I got.
It's actually thick enough that it grants a +1 bonus to AC. You can add this to your character sheet.
You have
Extra thick
natural
chest
armor?
hair, +1 to AC. It will turn swords.
Wow.
That is
I
some
have written
thick
that
hair.
down.
Until you shave it. Permanent +1 to AC.
It is never being shaved.
There's a part of me that's tempted to attempt to drink that, but I don't have a stomach.
That would be interesting to see what happens.
Yeah. I'll pass.
Anything else you'd like to do in this room?
Well, that sounded fun so far. Am I altered in any way?
Nope, just hairier.
All right, that's awesome.
What is Crud Jr. drinking?
Milk.
Milk.
Just sipping? Just no boiling green beer for... Okay.
It was only offered to you, Fragile.
All right, I'm not going to drink that.
They just thought Fragile was looking a little
Actually, wait.
a little too smooth-chested for this club.
Can I
you really need a
drink it?
kind of masculine look. No,
Can
it
I
wasn't
have
offered to you.
Oh.
Sorry.
Okay, I just thought about how Pidge has like 11 AC forever because wizards are hard up on AC, so
Mage armor.
not a transfiguration spell. Oh well.
You can get magic items.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
But yeah. And again, there's 2 more of those guards standing in the corner. They're there.
I would like to talk to them.
Ah.
I have my fireplace picture of Alondro, and I'm going to ask them if they've seen him in the past 3 days.
You've been carrying that around?
Oh yeah, wait, where would that be? We're
No,
naked.
that's outside.
That too.
It was strapped to your back, right?
You could still ask them about Alondro.
Really
I'm gonna
teeny
ask them-
inside that little.
Without a picture, if they've seen Alondro.
Sorry, miss. We can't really talk about the boss's friends.
Oh, well, he might possibly be in danger, so we're just checking on his welfare.
I assure you he's not in any danger.
Do you know that because he's here?
If you're friends of Alondro, I would recommend you talk to him on his own terms.
Okay, thanks. I walk away. Thought I'd try. So personally, the player is curious, was he kidnapped? And if he's been seen happily conversing in the past 3 days, I would feel better, but I don't know. It's a theory.
You'll find out. Okay.
Well,
Moving forward. 2 rooms left.
Yes, rooms.
do we want the table or the wrestling?
I want wrestling, but that's a different story.
You want wrestling?
I know I want wrestling, but I've been hogging.
eyebrows.
I've been telling everybody where to go. If anybody else wants to go somewhere, I'm all good with it.
You're the one most excited, so
I
go
am
for
so
it.
excited about this place. Yes, I want
All
to wrestle.
right.
Let's go
We
to the
open
wrestling.
the wrestling door. There's another guard standing in the corner, and there's a central ring. People standing all around the ring. Inside the ring, you see a human male. He's already oiled up just as much as you are, although without the chest hair. He's smooth-chested still. He's standing in the ring, and he looks at Fragile and gives a wink and says, "Hey, I like your chest hair."
So can anybody wrestle? Is there a line? Do you have to pay money?
No, you just get beckoned into the ring.
Was the blinking? Was that beckoning? Do
Yes.
I take that as a beckoning?
Oh, yes.
I'm getting in the ring.
Oh, he's
I'm in the
beckoned
ring.
you.
I'm in the ring.
All right. Do you know how grappling works?
I think it's a skill. I don't know that I know much more about it than that.
It's an athletics check.
Yeah. Oh, it's athletics. Oh, excellent. Yes, I have athletics. I get a +4 in that.
Okay. All right. Go ahead and roll.
Oh, I'm rolling.
Oh, yeah.
I got a total of a 10.
All right. I only rolled a 5, so you win this one.
I grappled him.
You grappled him. You roll around on the ground, and at the end of the roll, you come out on top, and you pinned. He looks up coyly at you and just smiles.
I smile too. That was fun.
He says, "I think so too."
Excellent.
You get
I
up
look
and you.
over at my friends and beckon one of them in.
Oh boy.
Oh no, you're not done.
At the
Oh,
doorway.
I'm not done. Oh, okay.
No,
Sorry,
there-
I felt
there-
like I won and I picked somebody else.
There's
Okay.
3 rounds of this.
Woohoo! Okay.
All right, roll again.
All right, I'm rolling. +4 is a 15.
I only rolled a 7.
Woohoo!
You come out on top again. You
It's
so
the hair.
last time.
Okay, rolling.
Yep.
I think he's letting you win.
I got
He
a
likes
20.
you.
You got. Oh, come on! I thought I was going to win that one. I got a
rolled
14.
16 plus 4.
All
right,
right. You managed to win all 3 in a row. That was surprising, but okay. You come out on top again. You get up, and the human gets up, takes off the belt he's wearing, and hands it over.
Do I feel stronger when I put it on?
A little bit. Yay! You get the grappling belt, which is +1 to all grappling rolls.
All right. Well,
Okay. I look over at Mortimer and I give him the same wink that the gentleman who was wearing the belt before me had, and I motion them into the ring.
Oh boy.
Okay.
you guys have fun.
If he could express, he would be, giving you a look like, what the fuck?
Mortimer, do you want to grapple?
Oh,
Yeah, you don't
boy.
have to.
I
Of course not.
don't think this is a good idea. How long do I have to? I don't really.
You don't have to. There's
I
only one
don't.
grappling belt.
I'm good.
Crud, I look at you, Crud, I wave at you and I wink at you and I wave you into the circle.
Crud points at his arm and shows you how small it is.
Yeah, it's pretty small. Okay. All right, I give you a
What's
thumbs
his
up.
arm like?
Through the
There's just
the
bones.
sleeve.
Yeah. I look at Pidge. Pidge, come on. What are you afraid of? You could wear this belt.
Pidge comes up to the ring, and she disappears. Like the height of the ring is taller than her, and she
Okay.
like raises her arms, and
Yes.
she makes an effort. I'm gonna try to. So there's a famous WWE moment where Vince McMahon actually injured himself getting into the ring. She's gonna try. She's gonna.
All right.
I rolled a 3. I have a +0 on strength and a +1 on dex. Did I pull a Vince McMahon and hurt my shins?
I think you did.
Oh no.
I'm gonna wave my hand, eat a good berry, and back off a little bit.
Okay.
You win.
I guess I leave the ring the champion. I don't know that I've ever done that before.
The champion. You can hold the belt above your head.
I lift the belt above my head and lose my +1 grappling for a moment.
Just so you know, Pidge is actually stronger than Crud Jr.
With a +0? Are you?
Yeah.
Ah. Well, then you're
I'm
more
at a
charismatic. than-
-1.
Same for Mortimer, but then again, he doesn't have muscles, so.
Okay.
Fair. I guess I won the wrestling round. That was really fun.
All right. Last room.
Sure.
So to
What
the
the hell?
table.
The table room.
Can anyone guess what this room's going to be?
We walk in,
Table.
and there's
Restaurant.
a man sitting at a table. He has like a screen in front of him, and there's like seats around with little sheets of paper and dice. And no,
No.
you walk in, it's like, welcome to the greatest game on the planet.
Well, I'm guessing it's either you get tied to a table and tickled with a feather, given what we've seen so far, or you go in and you have an intimate moment sitting staring into somebody else's eyes across the table.
No.
Or it's a massage
It's the rack.
table.
They are massage tables. Yes, they are.
Oh.
You go in and there are several massage tables set up. Some of them are empty. Some of them have people standing next to them.
This is where to take your date, Fragile.
Oh, yes.
well,
Give her a nice massage.
Yeah, I want to practice on somebody. Anybody want a massage?
You could go to
Mortimer?
one of the empty ones.
Sure, you can practice
You could
on
also
me.
get a massage from someone standing here. There are
Oh, there's people giving massages?
There are 3 of them. There
I take
is
one.
a beautiful young muscled human one smiling at you. There is a slender young tabaxi who's grinning
The cat
shyly
claws.
up from his eyelashes, and there is a grizzled old dragonborn who apparently has a line of several people waiting for his table.
I'll get in line.
Okay, you want to get in line. All right, anybody
Sure.
else want to get in line?
I'll go to the
Crud goes
tabaxi.
over to the Tabaxi one.
Ah.
You go to the tabaxi one. Okay. You lay on the Tabaxi's table. He doesn't have a line, so you can just go ahead and lay on his table, and he'll start working on you.
Well, if he's got the Tabaxi, I'll go to the human.
You go to the human. Okay. Yeah. Human starts working on you as well.
It's got to be real awkward because I'm just bones. It's more chiropractic.
No, he doesn't mind. He has some oil there. He starts working it in there. You get nice and shiny.
Woo! Shiny bones.
Gets out the buffing wheel.
Yeah. While you're waiting in line, you find out that you chose very well to choose the Dragonborn. He doesn't look like much. He's old. His name is Takaza, and he is one of the most prolific masseuses around. There's a reason that there is a line for his table. In choosing, by the time you actually got up to his table, you have learned that there are benefits to choosing Takaza's table. You finally get his massage.
Scratches?
Huh?
No cat scratches?
Hey, the Tabaxi won't give you cat scratches. He's delightful.
Cat scratch fever's a thing. Just
everyone gets a great massage, right? Like,
yes.
It's great. But Takaza is so good. You get the best massage of your life. You will actually get a temporary +1 to Dex for the next 24 hours because you are so relaxed. Your muscles are so loosened. You just feel great.
That brings me to a 20.
I feel like from the table Mortimer is on, you just hear lots of cracking. Just
It's all bone on bone.
Yeah.
So wouldn't that be more of a grinding?
Yeah.
And again, there is one guard in this room as well. There's a lot of these guards standing around that you've noticed. They all kind of look the same. They're all kind of dressed the same. But they're all kind of here in all of these rooms. So you've explored all of the rooms. You have an idea of the layout of the first floor of this building.
Yeah.
With all of the guards standing around. We've explored all of the public areas, everything except whatever's behind the black curtain at the back of the main hallway. I think that's a good time to end the first part of our adventure today.
Yay!
Yay.
Yay!
Take us out, DM.
Okay, so this concludes the first part of our adventure. So, joining us today was Mortimer.
I'll see you until the next time.
Pidge.
Bye-bye.
Crud Jr.
Pidge is all red.
And Fragile.
Hail and well met!
All right, join us soon as we continue and find out what happened to our missing dryad.
Ooh, the missing dryad.
We hope that you're enjoying this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. Please leave us a review on iTunes.com. You can subscribe to receive new episodes through your podcast player or by visiting firebreathingkittenspodcast.com and clicking on the RSS feed. Can you think of someone who might enjoy this podcast? Please share it with them. We don't pay to advertise this show, so the only way we can grow is through the support of listeners like you. Thank you.
All right. And everyone roll to see who wants to catch us up.
I got a 13.
7.
11.
I got a 12. 13 and 11. Want to re-roll again?
What did Fragile get?
I got an 8.
I got an 8.
I got a 13.
All right. Crud Jr., want to fill us in on everything that's happened so far?
No. Well,
I'll do it.
we got Ashcroft sent a envoy to collect us from the guild, brought us to their house when they informed us that their son Ellender was missing, and that they needed us to go find him. So we went and did some, Paige did some sneaky stuff over with the horse. And then the horse took her over to the records place. And we got the address for his boyfriend, Algreta, right? Yeah. Who is 650 years old, apparently. So he lied about his age. Because he was supposedly the same age as Alejandro. But we found out the address to the club Bounce. And apparently there is a apartment right above it where he lives. And so we went in after Paige decided to become gas and go all over the top floor, materializing in front of two guys that were fighting. Apparently there were level 20 warrior guys. Scared the crap out of her. And
it's not hard to do that.
No, it's not. And then she came back down to us and ran. And so we took off after her, walking because Mortimer was done with running for the day. And about 30 minutes later, we came back. Thankfully, the horse was still there. We went in. Everybody got naked except for Crud Jr., who was able to keep his robe on due to religious reasons. And we went in. We went through different doors. There was the pillow room. There was a massage parlor. There was a bar. There was a bunch of different things that Fragile was very excited to go see. And we were positioned to go through a black curtain at the end of the hallway.
All right.
I have a theory.
What's your theory?
I think this is the private area. I think
That
if we knock on doors here, it's a good idea.
Here on the map. So would you like to go through the black curtain?
Oh, I have a theory too.
What's your theory?
I have a theory that this person has charmed all the guards and all the people and our friend Alejandro. And this is actually a rescue mission and we should be on our guard. That's just my speculative theory.
Okay.
It could be
What
the
do you
black
do?
curtain that Sirius Black falls through. Let's make Fragile go through it first.
I don't think he has to charm his guards, though. He just pays them.
Yeah, I have a feeling that may be true. But yeah, I kind of want to talk to the guards at some point, but we can do that later. Okay, there's a black curtain.
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to do a stealth check and try to stealthily cross from one location into the other. Can I try that?
Sure.
Paige, it's time for revenge. Push him through.
Well,
She pushed me last time. I just want to be clear.
last
She
time I
pushed
tried that,
me
he
last
grabbed my
time.
arm.
That's right.
We fell into the pillow.
He is much more dexterous than she
That is
is.
Oh my
right.
gosh, yeah. This is like when you try
Especially
to kick
now
someone.
he has that +1 dex.
Oh gosh, yeah.
Oh, I
Like,
didn't take that into consideration.
in
Oh.
real life, I have kicked a person and they simply grabbed my foot, and now I do not kick people.
Was that me?
No.
Good. That's a good lesson to learn.
I rolled a 19 with a +8 for stealth.
Okay. There's no one on the other side of that curtain,
Excellent.
so you pass.
Okay. It's complete waste of a 19. All right.
Yeah. So you on the other side of that curtain, the hallway continues, but you see two small, like offshoot hallways on either side. If you peer down those offshoot hallways, you see four doors coming off either side, spaced pretty close together. It looks like there are small rooms coming off of each of these four hallways, for a total of 32 small rooms coming off of these hallways. It appears that each of these doors are locked.
Okay, it's probably you have to get a key to have sex in these rooms.
Yes, these appear to be those private
Yeah.
rooms for hire that you can get keys to up at the reception area. And actually, some of them you can hear some sounds coming from some of them. I'm not sure how closely you want to explore this area.
Well, I'm a little jealous. Just saying. I was hoping to be having sex at this point, but I'll wait till later. And so
you have a date coming later.
I do. I think my breasts are covered with hair, so I hope she still finds me attractive. But I'm gonna.
She is a dwarf.
Oh yeah, more hair the better for dwarves.
Oh, okay, that's true. She is a dwarf. Anyway, we following through on this. I'm looking to see.
Yes, the hallway does continue, and there seems to be another black curtain.
That's what I was looking
there.
for. I'm betting it's through there we want to go, and these are just the rooms. So I'm going to continue then, and I'm going to let my friends know behind me.
Yeah.
It's safe to come through.
Once we go through, Mortimer sees all the locked doors. Is like, we don't want to open these, do we?
I don't think we need to. I think I can't imagine. Unless they're enslaved to be a prostitute or something.
This doesn't seem like
the noises sound rather happy.
Yeah.
There's an easy way to find out. Cred will knock on one of the doors that has sounds coming out of it.
Yes, hello?
Is everything okay in there? You're not enslaved or anything?
Oh, everything's great.
Okay, carry on.
Mortimer wants to know if you need any help. Just holler.
No, that's not it.
Oh, we've already got 4 people in here. We're good.
All right. Have fun. Let us know if you need water. Always hydrate.
I don't need water, but either way, let's move on.
Okay.
My point being is I can pick locks.
At the next curtain, I will do another stealth check and try to go to the other side with stealth. If you guys are okay with that. If you folks are all right with that.
Oh yeah,
Sure.
better you than me.
It.
My roll is a 4, but I do have a +8, so that gives me a 12.
Again, there's nobody on the other side of that curtain.
That's good, because I rolled crappy. All right.
Okay.
Perfect position to use a 4.
I'll wave everybody in.
You have finally reached the end of this hallway.
Oh, wow.
You see a large fortified door here, but there isn't actually a keyhole in this one. It is locked, but with a magical lock that has a black glass, what looks like a key card reader implanted into the wall to the left of the door.
Oh man, magic is about to break your game. Do you know it only has a verbal component?
Knock.
You can try. There's a really good security system in this place.
It does seem to have imposed itself on you a few times. We might want to scout back out and see if we can find somebody who can get in and out with a key card. Or we could do this radical idea and knock.
You could try knocking.
Cred Jr. knocks.
Nothing happens.
Well,
Suddenly, the curtain behind you is pulled aside, and one of those guards in their leather getup comes over, and you see he's reaching under his kilt and is pulling out a key card on one of those extendable strings.
Oh, cool.
He looks up and sees all of you and goes, "What are you all doing? This is not a public area." He puts the key card back under his kilt and ushers you all back.
Wait, before
Come
he can
back
usher
to
us
the
back.
public area.
Before he can usher us back. Fragile, do your magic.
Yeah. Do my magic?
You have charisma?
Oh, not that much charisma, but I'll give it a shot. I show my chest and I pose sexily, and I look at him and say, "We were just going to party here, and we were looking for a space that was open. Maybe you're open too."
Oh, I'm straight. I just work here.
Oh, well, I am a woman. I know my voice sounds heavy, but and I do have a 17-18 total on that roll.
Wait. Fragile's a lady?
a woman? What? This is not what I imagined.
I didn't know that this whole time.
Yeah.
Oh, you didn't say that when
I've been
I didn't
bearing
know
my
that.
breasts all day. I don't know what y'all are talking. I got hair on my breasts, and I was like, okay, y'all are enjoying this more than me.
Yeah, I thought you were a man this whole time. All right.
it explains why you used the word breasts earlier.
I kept
Okay.
saying it. I was like, all right, fine. All right, you guys
I was
enjoy
like,
it.
well, guys
Well,
technically do have.
While he's
Yeah.
while she has
Thank you.
him distracted, Crud is going to cast invisibility and steal the key card.
Ooh, that's
Oh, that's right. You have
Pretty
invisibility.
gutsy,
So
right?
all
I
you're
do.
really trying to do, Fragile, is distract.
I got that down. I rolled a 17, and if all I'm trying to do is deceive, I got a +4 on deception, so that I can do. Hello.
All right.
Have
do
you
a stealth
ever
check?
have you ever seen hairy breasts before?
Not on a woman.
I'm sorry, I've been quiet. I've been re-rendering all of the scenes that we've previously played now in my head. It's like I now have
I
to
really thought you were gonna have to like go back through one of these rooms and have to like canoodle one of these guards out of their key card, but I guess it's just happening here. Okay.
That's a nat 20. So
Yeah,
with
babe.
my
Okay.
bonus, it's a 21.
Woohoo!
Okay. Yes, you successfully stealth out the key card out from under this man's kilt as he's ushering Pidge back towards the main hallway.
What was his response?
He-
Have you ever seen hairy breasts before?
Yeah. I
Yes,
wanna
I've
know
seen
that.
dwarves before.
Oh, okay.
He's very professional about the whole thing.
Okay.
He's ushering the three of you back out towards the public area, and weren't there four of you a moment ago?
If you count both of these,
oh well,
there were.
that's fine. Here, you all remember, stay
They're
down.
together.
You told me
Stay
to
over here
distract him.
in the public areas. That back area is really just for staff. All right.
Okay, sorry
now,
about
if you'll
that.
excuse me,
You guys should
it
put
is
some
time for my
signs
break.
up,
So
okay?
I'm gonna head back towards the staff area.
Of course.
Okay.
So sorry.
Have a great time, everyone.
Yeah.
Thank you.
And he heads back down that hallway.
So this is actually a ladies' night. We've got a rock gnome, a fragile, a skeleton, and a cloak with two glowing eyes.
Yeah, and you dragged me out of the lesbian room. I don't know what you were thinking. I already got Penelope coming to hang out with me
Oh
later.
yeah, you were looking at that.
I was.
I remember now.
And you literally blocked me. I was like, I'm fine.
Oh. Okay. Oh.
A moment later, you see the guard coming back down the hallway, looking around at the ground.
Oh,
Private room time, guys. Let's get a private room.
can you let us into a private room, sir?
Wait. Let's ask Cecilia, the receptionist.
Oh, okay, we'll go back to her.
Yeah. Hi, Cecilia.
Yeah.
Oh, hello.
Hi,
Yes.
I got hair.
We would love a private room.
Yes. Those will be 10 gold, please.
Oh, I
paid-
don't have that. Matter of fact, I don't know how I've been paying for things with gold.
You had 10 starting and you're at 7 spent, so you have 3 left.
I mean, physically carrying it around with me.
Oh, that's right.
It's just assumed.
Oh, okay. All right.
I mean, I could come up with a
DM
solution.
allows
You
it.
may not like it, though.
Yeah, I don't think I would. Yeah, it's not that bad, but you know.
Probably the same solution I have.
I pay using the. We're at the front desk using the clothes that I've stored back there,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
and I buy every. So
And
it's
you
10
get a
gold
key
spent.
that hangs on a little bracelet around your wrist.
Oh, that makes sense because you don't have pockets.
That's right.
Nope.
Okay, I have a key.
All right. Yes, you are going to be in room 17. It is in the second hallway on the right.
Oh, that's my
Thank
favorite
you.
number. Thank you.
I'm gonna hide in there from the guard who is looking for us.
Okay.
Do you guys want to join me?
Sure.
And let's
Yeah,
Oh,
wait.
why
he's not
not?
looking for you. He thinks he dropped his key.
Yes, so let's wait half an hour so that all blows over.
Oh, Crud's just standing outside, invisible, just waiting for him to go away.
Oh, yeah. Over the half hour, does anybody come in or out of that room?
17? Oh, I do. I go in
No,
it.
no, not 17, because Crud
Oh.
is hiding invisibly back in the room we left him at, right? By the door?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
He's good at that. He likes
I am.
No, that guard was trying to go on break, but he can't find his key. There aren't that many guards, so nobody else is going on break during that half hour.
He didn't
Okay,
seem...
guys, it's clear. Let's go.
Okay.
I want to know what room 17 is like.
Okay.
You did pay for it.
You enter room 17. There's a bed. There is a swing-like contraption
cool.
in one corner of the room. There is a dispenser of lubricant and prophylactics.
Oh, wow.
And there is a lamp in one corner. Other than that, it's fairly basic. It's just a room.
Okay. If
I
you guys ever
imagine
get the chance, in Japan, there are these little hotels that you can rent. Love hotels in Japan are actually, they're usually themed. You can do things like there's some YouTube videos that you can watch of different themed love hotels. You don't have to have sex in them. You can just stay in them like cool hotel rooms. So
The rooms at gay bathhouses are normally not that fancy.
not themed. Oh, but love hotels are so
They're
cool.
not
Okay. all
themed.
right. Well,
They're not like
I gotta look
that.
I
up
just
Love
wanna check it
Hotel
out.
now.
yeah, and in your free time, check out some love hotel tours. They're quite interesting. I would genuinely just go, like, if I had a choice between normal hotel or a hotel that has like 2 stories and a spiral stair, I would pick the second. So, okay, continuing. This is all right. This is a bed.
All right.
So,
Yeah,
So-
I imagine
do we-
Fragile is on the swing the entire time.
Yeah, if we're in there for like a half an hour,
I may nap in there. Yeah.
Yeah, Mortimer takes 2 of his ribs off and starts like playing Flight of the Bumblebee on his ribs. But yeah, then we move on.
That's a very fast rhythm to give the people in the neighboring rooms.
You're setting the
These
bar
are
mighty
not
high.
very well soundproofed.
Oh, they're not soundproofed.
Oh,
We can hear him in the
nothing
hall,
like love
remember?
hotel.
That's true. All right, so half hour passes.
Yep.
Beautiful
All right.
rendition of Flight of the Bumblebee.
Okay, before we leave, I'm just going to tell you guys there's a book hotel in Japan where it's a bookstore and all of the like bookshelves, you can go behind them and read a book in like this little capsule thing. And it has just continuing, but the cute little hotels are often very cute. Okay, all right, I leave the hotel.
All right, so we are back at the large door behind the curtain. What do we do?
Crud scans the card.
Oh, Crud
And-
Junior. Well, hi.
The
I'm glad you're okay.
the door clicks open.
Push it
We
open.
open it. We
All
go
right.
in.
Behind it is a staircase spiraling up.
There's
we
my
go up.
spiral staircase.
It is a spiral staircase.
I'm
What's
gonna
at
let
the
Crud
top?
Junior go first.
All right, Crud Junior's leading the way.
Still invisible,
Crud
or
Junior's invisible. Yeah.
yeah.
Okay,
I'll-
at the
You
top,
just hear the steps.
to flip my map over to the upper story. All right, at the top is another hallway that goes forward and turns to the left.
Pidge, does any of this look familiar from your venture this morning?
Does it?
Not this part, but soon.
Okay. Not this part.
Okay.
Crud Junior peeks around the corner.
Around the corner, you see a large sparring room lined with mirrors. Inside are 2 more of those guards that are
I'm glad the invisible person checked for us.
all level 20.
What?
Yeah, the guards are all level 20. You don't want to fight those.
Yeah. When you look at them, a little icon appears above their head to show their level.
Oh,
so,
if you had bothered to ask any of them, they would have showed you their character sheets.
yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. They'd have been like, yeah, because if you had attempted to fight any of them out of their key cards, they would have been like, ma'am, you really don't want to do that. And just flipped
Wow.
open their character sheet. I didn't actually stat them for a fight, that's why. Because I'm like, no. just no.
Wow. Okay.
But you see 2 of those guards sparring with the standard issue weapons that they have for when they're on guard duty. Those non-lethal but still very hurty, like blunt force stick weapons. Those like police batons.
Mhm.
They're practicing up here for before their shift downstairs. But you can see that they're sort of around the corner there inside that sparring room, and the hallway continues past that room.
So what is
Crud
the
Junior
invisible
walks past
person? Yeah. Do you tell us?
What?
Oh, yeah. Sneak past this door, guys. There's 2 level 20 guys in there.
Okay.
Okay.
you
I
make
saw,
me
I
invisible,
saw the
though?
thing above their head.
Can you make me invisible? Because I'm not good at sneaking.
They are rather distracted.
And I can help
Yeah.
you sneak. I can give you 2 towards your stealth, I bet.
Okay, good. Because
Yeah,
I
do that.
have, I think. Yeah, I'm not even sure where it is on my character sheet. Yeah, +1 stealth.
Second from the bottom for most people, yes.
That's a 13.
You're fine.
I rolled a 17 with 8 I'm just bragging now, 25.
So
Your new hair muffled it.
I'm
Your
telling you,
sound bit.
that's right. That's it's AC and it helps with stealth.
there's this thing with bones on hard surfaces. They make a lot of
They
noise.
clink.
Because I got a 5.
Oh no.
You're still fine.
Okay.
Oh, good.
It's a very low DC. These people are very invested in what they're doing.
They're not paying
I feel
attention.
like he does a sneak and you're. And then he slips a little because he's got no like flesh on the bottom of his feet. He's like,
Yeah,
tap
you're
dance.
already hearing from this room. I mean,
It was
like-
perfectly timed with sword strikes.
yeah, exactly.
yeah. Yeah, it's fine. All right.
As long as
So
you don't
as long as you're
appear
not
right
going
front of
in
them.
the room, you're okay.
Like Pidge did earlier. Don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
Okay.
All right, so you're continuing down the hallway?
Yeah, we're letting the
Yep.
invisible person check things out, though.
Yep.
Okay. Next up, you see a kitchen.
Oh,
I
I've been
peek into
here,
the
you
kitchen.
guys.
Okay. It's a kitchen. It's kind of like a staff break room kitchen kind of
Okay.
thing. There's a fridge, there's a table.
Oh,
Countertops.
yeah. This place.
Any level 20 people that I got to tell them about?
No, it's empty. There's another doorway on the other side of it.
Kitchen's clear. I open the door.
Okay. You go inside the kitchen?
Yeah.
Okay. You are inside the kitchen, and there is that door on the other side of it. It seems to lead to a break room. There's like a couch on one side, and there's a table full of like board games on the other side.
This doesn't seem like the apartment as much as where the guards hang out.
Mm-hmm.
Right?
There is more than one area up here.
Okay. Okay.
Is there anybody I need to warn in there that I need to warn the other 3 about?
You'd have to really go in before you can really see all of this room.
Well, Kurt's invisible. He goes in.
Ah. You go in, and you hear a growl.
Do we hear the growl in the other room?
Yes, you do. Your invisibility does not help against the guard dog, who has
Oh.
advantage against all checks regarding sight or smell.
Okay.
Okay.
Yep.
Roll for
invisible,
initiative.
But you didn't take
Okay.
a shower.
Initiative. What's my name?
Well, we were in that sauna. I got all that sweat going on.
Initiative.
I think my initiative is based on Dex, so that probably went up as well.
It is.
5. Okay, so I got a 15.
All right, wait.
I got a 14.
I also
so
got
wait,
15.
Mortimer, what was yours?
15.
Mortimer was 15. Okay, and then Pidge, what was yours?
10.
Okay, and Crud Jr.
14.
14, and Fragile.
I too had a 15.
Okay, and the dog is 13.
I don't want to hurt a dog.
I'll hurt
Actually,
it.
It's an
dog is
attack
like-
dog. It's ready. It's.
Oh.
I mean, unless you can think of something else to do,
Yeah, I'm going to levitate the dog. And then what's it going to do about it?
you could do that if you want.
Yeah.
Too bad you're
I am
behind
going
in the
last.
initiative.
Yeah.
Okay. So, and then Fragile and Mortimer both had equal initiative. So, who has higher dex? Probably Fragile.
I do.
Fragile.
And I'm going to quickly cast Animal Friendship.
Oh,
Good. Oh, it's a
Okay.
ranger. Yeah.
I grab in the kitchen a morsel of food and I step into the room and cast Animal Friendship.
and what does that spell read? How does it work?
Sure, it's a 30-foot range, so I don't have to actually be on top of the dog to do it. But I say a verbal component, I do some things with my hands, and then I offer the morsel of food to the dog, and I get on one knee, and I convince the dog that we can be friends, but I'm using magic, not just the normal things you would do to kind of say, I'm not intimidating, don't be afraid of me.
Okay. And is there like a roll or anything?
Yeah, the save is 13.
Okay.
So
Do I roll against it?
Yes, you do.
wisdom saving throw.
So wisdom saving throw.
So wisdom saving throw. What is my dog's wisdom? My dog's wisdom is +1.
Oh, that's not good.
So I rolled a 14, so +1 is 15.
Doesn't work.
Oh.
I failed.
Uh-oh. That was a good shot.
I thought so.
Is
Why
it-
the heck not?
Is it unlikely to succeed if we start punching the dog? Or could you try again next turn?
I can try that again. I'll need another morsel of food.
Yeah.
I'll look at the spell and make sure I didn't misread it or misunderstand it. But I'm pretty sure it's not a very powerful spell.
Yeah.
It's a first level.
Yeah.
Maybe next turn we'll try again. As long as we don't beat up the dog.
Well, and
Yeah, you could always levitate the dog to and keep trying until it works.
yeah.
If you don't want to kill the dog.
I do not want to kill
I
the
do
dog.
not want to kill the dog.
What's if the beast's intelligence is 4 or higher, the spell fails.
Oh,
Beast
good.
intelligence is 6.
Yep, it failed.
So it would have failed regardless.
It's not going to work. Yep. It's
Oh,
a
no.
smart dog.
But-
Smart guard dog. All
It's,
right.
it's a good theory, though.
Yeah. No,
so
that's what you carry it for, right?
that was
That was me.
fragile.
Yep.
So it's my turn.
Yep.
Okay. So seeing that didn't work, is like, well, pulls off his arm. The hand of his arm he took off turns into like a knife hand type looking thing, and like all of a sudden you see like ice crystals start to form on the fingers.
Yes, indeed.
And he's gonna club this dog into unconsciousness, hopefully. So yeah.
All right. Keep in mind, dog's AC is 15.
Well, I only get like a +3 to this, so well, that's a 6. So that's a miss. I missed,
All right.
but I do have extra attack. So it's a 9. That's a miss as well. Shit! Damn it! That's my turn.
All right.
'cause-
Next is Crud Jr.
Crud is going to use prestidigitation to create sparks to scare the heck out of this dog and make it run away.
Okay.
So I would think that would allow me to have advantage on a deception or on a intimidation roll.
Okay, sure.
What does a person use to defend against an intimidation roll? What
Insight.
insight?
Insight.
Yeah, which uses
Wisdom.
wisdom.
Which uses wisdom. And I just have to like decide what kind of DC save I want to use on this.
It's
No, you
either
roll it.
yeah, it would be an
Yeah, you're
opposed
rolling
check.
against.
Yeah, but don't I
Crud
have to
Jr.
decide like DC save 15,
because
DC
Crud
save
Jr.'s going to roll, and then
'Cause-
you're going to roll, and you're both going to have numbers, and whoever has the higher number succeeds on the deception insight standoff.
What happens if he succeeds on the intimidation though?
You're
Uh,
intimidated.
You
They're intimidated.
Back down or don't
Uh,
attack. Yeah.
Now, that being said, is like they're intimidated of Crud.
Right.
The rest of us, however, especially the guy made of bones standing in front of the dog,
Swinging at him.
not
right.
so much.
Right.
Okay, so it just
But
means
yeah.
like could not attack Crud Jr.
Yeah.
But may
Okay.
provide advantage to those that are attacking by being intimidated by the other.
Yeah. I mean, it's up to you ultimately, but that's kind of what
Depends
I
on
think
how
that
you. Yeah.
Okay. I've never really used this battle mechanic, but okay. All right. So I need to roll, and then it's a wisdom. So it's +1, right?
Yep.
All right. So I would roll a 12, +1 is 13.
I rolled a 17 plus 1 is 18.
So intimidated by you.
Nice.
Okay. Cool beans. All right.
The dog whimpers and takes one paw and puts it backwards as if it were going to step away from Crud Jr. His glowing red eyes slant forward menacingly. Do you have eyebrows? What is going on? What is Crud Jr.?
You don't know.
Everybody's intimidated by him.
All right. Let's see. So yeah, I'm gonna attack. The dog is going to attack Mortimer.
Good,
it gets a
because I tried to give
+5
him
to hit with
food.
its bite.
Mm-hmm.
It only rolled a 6. So 6 + 5 is 11. Does an 11 hit?
Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
I have an
And
AC of
it is-
10 right now.
Oh,
It's
right.
a 1d8. So that's a 5 plus 3. So that is 8 damage.
Okay.
And that is its turn.
Ow. It's got my leg. It's got my leg. It's got my leg.
Oh.
All right, Pidge's turn.
Just eject your leg bone, because I'm going to make it levitate.
Not an option.
You can take your skull off, but not your femur.
Are there any skills that we've gotten since we've been here that might help in this situation? The Triton gave somebody a power, and then Pidge, you got a power from
I've got some berries after.
the woman who
I can-
gave you the crown. Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
I-
you've got grappling.
I do have grappling. I'm willing to try that. Not my turn,
Okay.
but yeah.
Yeah. So levitate has a material component of a leather loop.
Which you have.
So I reach behind my head and unsnap the 2 magnets that keep my leather necklace on. I bring my hands forward and I twist the leather loop around my fingers, and then holding it in front of me, I pull the loops apart into a straight line. As I pull the loops apart into a straight line, the dog floats off of the ground. Its feet are now in the air and its jaws are wrapped around Mortimer's leg bone.
Well, it
It's
could,
surprised and lets go.
yeah.
Oh, good. Okay.
Mechanically, it didn't actually have a hold of me. I was just flavor texting.
Yeah.
So,
And as it lets go, I can move my levitated bubble ball of a dog. So I'm gonna put it up on the ceiling, but not close enough that its legs can like kick there and kick off like swimming. Just close enough that we can walk under it and go into the next room and close the door behind us.
Okay.
And let me make sure there's not any like saves or anything. One creature or object of your choice that you can see within range rises vertically up to 20 feet and remains suspended there for the duration, and its concentration up to 10 minutes. It does get to make a Constitution saving throw. Okay.
Constitution is
Yeah.
+2. What's the DC?
My spell save DC is 15 right now.
Oh, and I only rolled an 8. +2 is 10.
Yeah. Okay. So the target can move only by pushing or pulling against a fixed object or surface within reach. I'm not putting it close enough to do that. It's just
Okay.
up near the ceiling. I can change the target's altitude by up to 20 feet in either direction on my turn. Yeah.
So it's floating. And you guys
Not-
are moving forward
Is
to the
there
next
an
room?
open
Not
window?
a magic attack. No, there isn't.
No. You can drop it. You can lower it 20 feet before you let it go. You could just basically put it on the ground floor.
I'm not going to let their dog out. No, but I will use a
Okay.
second level spell slot.
ooh, let the dog out. Pidge.
It-
Pidge,
can
pidge,
you-
pidge, pidge.
Can you give it the food now?
Yes, I will go back to the kitchen and get some food to give the dog.
All right. Sorry, puppy.
That thing's going to bug.
Yes.
So we should move quickly if we're not
Yes.
going to knock it out.
Let's go.
All right. So
Well,
you're back in the hallway.
is there anything else? There's no further doors beyond this?
The hallway continues.
Oh, okay.
On the other side of that room, it appears that there were those 3 rooms grouped together that appeared to be sort of that staff area, and now a similar hallway continues on the other side of the staff area, and it looks like it continues a ways around that staff area towards the other half of the building.
Question.
It seems to be fairly split.
can I close both doors of the kitchen so that I can stop the levitate spell? Because dogs
Yes.
can't open doors. Okay.
Most dogs. This one's pretty
Yes,
smart.
you can close the dog back in that break room.
I did that.
Okay.
I assisted.
You
Thank you.
continue down this hallway. As you go, you do pass one area that seems to be sort of a section of wall that's filled in by twisted branches. But the hallway continues past there.
Twisted branches?
I feel like we should probably inspect that.
You can if you like.
Given that, who we're looking for is a dryad, and dryads
Yeah.
do plant things.
That makes sense. It's a good
Alright.
call. Good call.
Yes.
Rolling a 17 plus 7 is a 24 on investigation.
Yes, there appears to have been a doorway here at some point, but it is completely filled in with those twisted branches and tree trunks. It's completely impassable at this point. It appears that you can't pass here without having a dryad with you.
Is it airtight?
Yes, it is airtight.
So you have to blink instead.
I can just blink. I can also do knock. I'm going to try knock first. Okay, so
That's very
verbal
loud.
verbal component only. There's no material or somatic component.
Right.
I look at the branches and I suggest that they open sesame.
Nothing happens.
I used up a spell slot. Well, so here's the thing about knock, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to read this spell for you because it's actually a spell. It's not just... Okay, hold on a second. Knock. Components, verbal. Duration, instantaneous. Choose an object that you can see within range. The object can be a door, a box, a chest, a set of manacles, a padlock, anything you want that contains a mundane or magical means that prevents access. So mundane or magical. A target that is held shut by a mundane lock or that is stuck or barred becomes unlocked, unstuck, or unbarred. If the object has multiple locks, only one of them is unlocked. If you choose a target that is held shut with an arcane lock, that spell is suppressed for 10 minutes, during which the target can be opened and shut normally. When you cast the spell, a loud knock audible, oh no, from as far away as 300 feet emanates from the target object. So I say open sesame, and then I bang really loudly. Knock, knock, knock!
We should
Yeah,
move.
you don't really get to pick and choose which magical spells are suppressed and which ones aren't. It seems like that's just one of the ones that's suppressed here.
You try to cast, you don't even use the spell slot? It just doesn't go off?
Yeah, it doesn't. It doesn't even use the spell slot.
Okay.
It's
Alright,
just.
That's fine. I will accept that.
It's one of those things. Offensive spells seem to be blocked, but it also seems like breaking and entering spells mostly seem to be blocked here.
For some reason, those have been added.
That seems silly. Why would they do that?
I don't know. Maybe it's because it's a security
That
system.
might be the thing. That could be
It's
that.
so weird.
Why would they do
Oh.
that?
Yep.
All right. All right. Well,
Yeah, they want people to be able to enjoy themselves and have fun with their innate magical abilities,
Right.
but not break in.
That's fair. That seems fair.
so the spell didn't get cast, I assume then.
No.
No.
Okay. So we didn't hear a loud noise that could be heard up to 300 feet away.
No. That would be rather bad at this point in the story.
Yeah.
Yeah. Whoops. Gotta read my spells.
That's
Yeah,
why I
it's
cringed
important.
when you said you were casting knock. I'm like,
It's my first time ever reading it, really. Now I know.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
All right.
Should you continue down the hallway?
We continue down the hall.
Yes.
Well, do you guys want me to blink through the door? Because
You could try.
that sounds ominous. Okay, we'll stay together as a
You
party.
really don't want to blink through that door.
Okay.
Yeah, because here's the problem. You blink through, we're stuck on this side, you're by yourself.
I come back.
Maybe.
And then you alert whatever's on the other side, whatever that may be.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
So you continue down the door.
Yeah.
Or down the hallway, and it ends in one final door. And this door is marked with the letters AA.
Oh, that's who we're looking for.
Oh, yeah.
Alondro Ashcroft. I'm glad I didn't go through that door now.
I totally forgot that was his surname.
Oh, it's actually wasn't supposed to be Alondro Ashcroft.
It's supposed
it
to be
was
AV?
supposed to be. It was supposed to be Alondro and
Allegretto.
Allegretto, actually.
Oh, so it's
So it's A ampersand
ampersand A?
Yes.
Is the ampersand like D&D ampersand? Because that's cool.
Sure.
The
Very
invisible guy is going to go through the door.
Still invis?
Oh, yeah.
Sure.
It lasts like an hour.
All right.
Yeah,
So
less than an
you
hour.
find the same apartment. Now you've made it to the front of the building. Like I said, this is kind of sectioned off from the staff area. That's the back half of the second floor. And you see the apartment that Pidge saw when she was gaseous form looking through the bay windows from the outside earlier. The area you're in now is the living room. Again, it looks a lot like a much smaller, less grand version of the Ashcroft home. You can
cool.
see that it used to be kind of a standard apartment. However, there have been lots of living touches added. What looks like over the last few decades, lots of plants have grown up over a lot of the surfaces. It looks like this is not a recent thing. It looks like there's been a dryad here for a long time.
Is he home?
Any
Long
people?
time?
I'm sorry, what?
How long of a time? Like last week, last month, last year?
I mean, there are plants here that had to have been growing for decades.
Oh,
Oh,
like
wow.
when you're in a restaurant and the vine curls all the way around the edges of the room.
I mean, exactly. Some of these plants are trees.
Hmm.
Do I see any people?
Not in this room. The living room doesn't have any people. There is a door to the right that seems to lead to a kitchen. It has a dining room attached. There is another door to the center that leads to a study.
Are there any pictures on the wall? Are there anything that indicates that the A and A is confirmed that these two people are living together and been here a while?
Yes, there are several pictures of the two of them together.
So we know what he looks like. Does he look like the man on the leaf on the front door?
He does.
Oh, okay, perfect.
Yes, the man on the door did indeed symbolize Allegretto, and the vine symbolized Alondro.
Aw,
Yeah, they built this club together.
they've been doing this a while.
They have. They built a life together.
Aw, cute pictures.
And we're invading it.
Yes, it's been invaded.
Yes, just like they've built this apartment together.
All right, so
So, wait, does this mean the mother was lying?
Not necessarily.
About what? Waiting?
This
She was
ba-
just waiting, right?
No,
Yeah.
she told you that they've been together for the last 40 years at least.
Okay.
no, possibly lying about him
Yeah.
disappearing.
Yeah.
All you know is that he disappeared 3 days ago. You have
Well,
no idea
let's
why.
Finish looking
Yeah.
and see if we can find anything. And Mortimer is eating those good berries, except that they just like go in the jaw, get like chomped a couple of times, and then fall to the ground.
That's fine.
Because
I assume that you are replenishing your HP back up to the top level.
well, I only had 5 of the berries, so I get 5 hit points back.
Would you like more
Your
berries?
friends might want some more.
No,
Yeah,
I'm
you say
good.
I-
I'm leaving a mess.
That's okay. Don't worry about the mess. Your health is more important than any mess we may leave.
Yes, well,
In this
Yes.
place, we don't have to clean.
That's not our problem.
In this place that's already full of plant life.
No one
Just
will
kinda-
notice.
just gotta like take his foot and shove it behind a pot or something. Right,
Okay.
let's proceed.
You proceed from the living room into the study. There is a desk.
Okay, I'll look
You
through the
find-
desk. I'll check out what's on it, and I try not to set off any traps, and I'll check it to make sure that I'm not breaking anything.
You find more letters between the two of them, against talking about the love that they've shared over the years, about plans to move in together. It seems that this was something that had been discussed for quite some time before it happened. You find that he's been feeling for quite some time that his mother and father couldn't accept him, and that he felt stifled in his home and that he couldn't talk to them about his life and what he wants out of life. Nothing really specific.
He does run a sex club. Yeah. That, I mean, feels like one big miscommunication, doesn't it?
Most things
Maybe.
are.
Maybe. You also find mention of someone named Magby who helps manage the finances in the club.
Villain.
We always want a villain. Does it say anything about Magby? Maybe they make independently wealthy, or are they losing money? Anything like that?
Just Magby seems to be sort of a confidant for Alondro.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm going to go wandering through the rest of the apartment.
There's only one more door. It seems to lead to a bedroom.
I'm
brace
curious.
myself and open the door.
And there you find Alondro and Allegretto. They are sleeping peacefully, cuddling up. Alondro's head resting on Allegretto's chest. And they come to when you open the door.
Mortimer instantly trying to like recover goes gasp is like and covers himself and then ducks behind the doorway.
Oh, they're naked too.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, you're a skeleton.
Yeah, I know.
That was pretty funny. I thought it was funny. I enjoyed it. It was a good bit.
No, he's just like, I don't know. He's not good with social graces, so he's trying to like think of like, oh, this would clearly make them think I walked into the wrong room or something, right?
They sit up and say, "Did we die? What happened?"
I step in and I say, "You're not dead. It's okay. This is terrible. We feel horrible, but we're hired by your mom to come give you a message and to check on your well-being. And it looks like we've maybe misunderstood and misread the situation, but we'd like to give you the message, and then we'll get out of your hair. And we apologize for coming in here because right now we feel not only awkward but really rude that we did this."
Says the hairy-chested lady.
By the way, I love your club. It is fantastic. And I've got a date coming at 7,
tells
so
me
I'm
my
really
mother
praying you
wouldn't
don't kick
think
me out.
so.
I'm gonna let everyone else handle the charisma everything.
Well, it doesn't mean nobody's had me roll. I don't know that I'm particularly good at it. Nobody said I'm pretty. I mean,
Alondro looks discouraged when you mention his mother.
I'm really sorry about that.
I step forward. I'm a 3-foot tall naked transfiguration rock gnome. And I take my necklace off and I take the little leather cage and I unwrap the leather and I hold up the leaf and I say, "Your mother said that this leaf would reassure you that she loves you."
He takes the leaf and he smiles. And he holds it up and holds it in his hand and squeezes it and closes his eyes. And he says, "I can see that you've met several of my family."
Oh, the Trident is one of your family members?
The
Oh
good
no,
berry
the Dryad.
The Celeste.
Celeste.
It seems that maybe I was wrong about my mother.
Oh, that's great.
Magby has been telling me for so long that she would never accept anything that happens here.
Why would Maggie say that?
I don't know. And then Allegretto suddenly turns and says, "Why would Magby talk to you at all about your mother? Magby has nothing to do with this."
I think we've
Magby wants the
uncovered a
business.
plot. Oh, yeah. Or at least
How
controlling.
much are we being paid? Because I think we did our job.
I think we did more than our job. We may have done an extra job.
I'm going to give you some life advice for free. Ditch Magby, and your mom loves you. And that was our message. Go home and here and visit for holidays and stuff. And we're going to peace out.
Well, wait,
And-
but before we peace out, really, please don't kick me out. I really do have a date coming. I wasn't joking. I'd love to stay. I love your place.
Well, you have free entrance to this place whenever you like.
Oh,
Yay!
Right, Allegretto? Also, I think, well, first off, Pidge, was it?
Yeah.
I think you should hold on to this,
Oh.
first off.
Yay! Good berries.
And I think we can add you, well, not just that, I think we can make this a little extra powerful,
well,
too.
here we go.
Could I wear it on something other than my necklace? Perhaps
You could wear
a
it
hat?
anywhere you like.
Let's see what he gives you first.
Maybe it could be a hat.
Of course it could be. Oh, come on. Let me show you something. And he takes you down the hallway to that stand of branches.
I don't like this.
I'm right with you. I'm right with you.
Okay. I'm actually going to hold your hand. We're both naked. I'm
All right,
past it
no
now.
worries. Okay.
He also holds the leaf and blows on it, and it glows a strong silver, as it has every time a dryad has, and says, let me add some of my power to it.
Cool.
This is my skill. And he hands it back to you. Says, now you can cast the, I believe, 3rd level spell, Talk to Plants.
Whoa. Oh, is it transfiguration?
Yes, it is.
Really?
Yes, I checked this. Come on.
Awesome. Talks to plants.
Now,
Cool.
typically you'll need to take a long rest every time you want to cast this, like between castings. But as long as you're in my presence, you'll be able to cast it as much as you want. Go ahead and give it a try on these plants here. They should move aside for you.
Transfiguration means that perhaps my mouth is changing shape. Or my okay. Plants talk through chemical emissions. So I sneeze.
No, the plants transform, not you.
Oh, they get mouths?
No, you. So basically, you can make plants do anything you want. They'll move aside.
They'll let you through the door.
You can make plants reach up and snare something. You can make something become difficult terrain.
Oh.
You can make plants do anything you want.
Okay. Can I choose
As
to
long
do
as
this
there are
through the
plants in the
chemical
room.
communication of sneezing? Because I find that
If you
amusing.
want.
Okay. I sneeze, and the plants receive with their probably, I don't know, G protein coupled receptors, and they receive my signals. And I tell them just to chill because I'm done with this door.
I feel like from... Sorry, never mind.
I'm like, you guys look good. This door looks great.
I want to know if it's okay if I go in, because whatever's behind this door has to be cool.
Oh, it is cool.
All right, Fragile wants to go in the door.
I want to go in the door.
I sneeze again. And I'm like, please make a fragile-sized entrance.
Woohoo!
My head is in my hands.
You. All right. The branches part open, and inside you can hear someone saying, "The plan is proceeding as expected.
No.
Alandro is getting distanced from his family, and soon we will take over all of their holdings.
Mortimer, record this.
Soon we will take over all of their holdings. There will be no air left, and your business ventures will be able to consume everything in the Ashcroft ventures."
You're recording this, right?
How would I record it?
You have a spell that records things.
That requires tools that I don't have on me because we're nude.
He's a naked.
There's no need to record anything. I'm standing right here.
Uh-oh, what is he?
Alandro
What is it?
says.
Is it Magby?
He marches forward, Allegretto right on his heels, and a halfling in a pointy hat.
Oh, there's my hat.
Yep. Spins around from the magic mirror in which she was communicating, and says, "Alandro, you're here. How did you? I." And she backs away towards the wall and reaches out and pulls a lever, and a trap door opens. Alandro and Allegretto fall through.
Wait, I have a reaction. I can levitate them, right?
What's the casting time on levitate?
Casting time and weight. How much weight can you lift with it?
up to 500 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
Oh.
A target up to 500 pounds. We were paid. Well, I can do featherfall on everybody. I don't have feathers.
That's probably a
Nope.
good idea. No feathers.
Don't have feathers.
The rest of you didn't fall in the pit.
Oh, is the pit under my feet or just their feet?
Just under their feet.
Okay. Sorry, Allegretto. You seem cool. Being paid to protect Alondro a little bit here. Alondro levitates in the air, and that's going to burn.
Well, that's an action.
Right.
Yeah.
Not
So
a
can I do
reaction.
it?
Not a reaction.
Oh, no. It's not a
I don't think
reaction.
so. I
'cause
think
it's
he's
not
in a pit.
featherfall. Okay.
He's okay, though. He's in a pit, but he's safe.
Okay. Well,
But they're not in this battle.
Oh, okay. Oh, I get it.
Let's
I get
have some
what you're doing.
initiatives. I want initiatives.
I was trying to use levitate like featherfall. I can't. I'm used to featherfall.
I know! And we got a paper for the Magby fight.
Nat 20.
I did not. I got an 18 plus 8. No, 5. 18 plus 5.
18 plus 5 is what?
23.
23, but that does not beat the nat 20?
What's your
What's your bonus?
My bonus?
Yeah.
Only +1.
so 21?
Okay, so the 23 does go first.
Well, I know what I'm doing. I've got a belt to prove it, too.
Oh,
I
I just rolled the initiative for Magby was also a nat 20. The dex is 20 plus 3.
We're tied. What's their dex? I have the higher dex, I'm betting.
16.
Yeah, mine's
Which is a plus 3.
currently 20 because of the bonus.
Okay, cool. All right, and then Mortimer, what'd you get?
13.
Okay, and Crud.
16.
Alrighty. So, Magby pulls a knife that is glinting with a deathly glow.
Oh, what?
Oh, yes. A deathly glow. You can tell that it is clearly magical and rushes towards you.
I still grapple him.
So you're grappling. All right.
Launching
so we're doing
myself in an attempt to tackle and knock to the ground.
I only rolled a 10. What'd you get?
Ooh, what did I get? I got what's my grapple? +1 on that, so that's a 5. And then I don't know what I guess it's just the normal plus.
It's a strength check.
Oh, it's strength? Oh,
it's athletics.
Oh, athletics is +4. So total of a 9. I did not beat you.
You did not beat me. All right.
Mm-mm.
And then it's my turn. So I am going to roll to hit, and I'm gonna attack you
Oh,
As
the
expected.
knife.
with a knife. So I rolled an 11 plus 5, so it's 16 to hit. Do I hit you?
My AC is currently a 15, so yes.
All right, and then I am going to roll a d4 of regular damage. So 1 of regular damage.
Okay.
And then I am going to roll a d6 of necrotic damage.
Ouch.
So 3 of necrotic, and that is draining. So if I had any damage yet, I would drain 3 of vampiric damage to heal me.
Ooh. That's a cool knife.
It's a nice
That's a
knife.
really cool knife. Isn't it, Crud?
Better than my knife.
Just saying, you might want to loot this body.
I think there has to be a body to loot first.
Yeah, there does.
This battle ain't over yet. Oh, that was my action.
Just saying, some DMs don't let you loot bodies. All right. Pidge.
Does no offensive spells mean I can't save the homeowner?
He said nothing that deals
I mean,
damage.
you could if you want, but they're not really taking part in this battle.
I want to interact in this battle, but I can't use offensive magic, so...
Yes, but there are other things. For example, you now have talk to plants, so this room is full of plants. You could do all kinds of things with that.
I want to use Catapult, but
That's offensive.
that's offensive. Okay, so I can't use Catapult. I could push him in the hole. I think I'll push him in the hole. All right. I blow on the microphone. I
Uh-huh.
hope you all heard that. And what you
We
heard
heard
was
it.
him being pushed 5 feet, which is towards the hole, which hopefully pushes him into the hole. Her?
Okay. Her.
Magby?
Yes. Magby. Yep.
Magby. I'm going to try to push Magby into the hole. One medium or smaller creature that I choose must succeed on a strength saving throw, DC 15, or be pushed up to 5 feet away.
18.
Saved. Saved.
Okay, so that was my non-offensive offensive magic turn. Go, guys, go! Should I make it difficult terrain? Does that help any? No, just take your turn. Have fun. Want a berry?
Is it my turn?
Could always punch her.
I don't know how.
Ah,
Do an unarmed
yes.
attack. How
You
do you
are-
do an unarmed?
You
You
are-
guys demonstrate to me how.
Well, it's very easy. You take your arm off, and then you beat them with it. And then,
It seems so easy.
yeah, that's what
Crud
Mortimer
Jr.,
does.
you're up.
Okay, I am going to cast Suggestion.
Ooh.
Okay.
So I need a
Nice.
Wisdom saving throw, please.
All right. Her wisdom is only +0. So,
Good choice.
wisdom, I got 15.
Meet to beat. So, I'm done.
All right.
I'm going to mark that off.
All right. Mortimer.
All right. Yeah. Mortimer takes his arm off again, and you see like the ice crystals form on the hand. He comes running up, and he's like, "That's it. I wanted to beat somebody since this morning." And it's just, and then proceeds to try to smack her with his arm.
All right.
17,
That hits.
and I get an extra attack, so I will do that one as well. Well, that's a 9. So
That one does not.
yeah, I didn't think so. So as far as damage, hey, min damage for 2. That's 1
Okay.
bludgeoning and 1 cold.
It's
Got
more
it.
damage than I gave him.
So he like kind of like swings and like grazes her shoulder slightly, and then goes for a second one, and she's just
She's little. She doesn't have that many hit points.
either way. That's my turn.
All righty. And then we are back up at the beginning with Fragile.
I obviously am trying to grapple and I've been stabbed. I don't like the dagger, so this time I'm grappling to stop them swinging the dagger against me and potentially use, if I succeed well, to use the dagger against them.
I don't think you can do that with a grapple.
You can only try to stop them from swinging.
Yep, you're going to pin him to the ground. But I only rolled a 4, so I'm pretty
Okay.
sure you're going to win this grapple.
I did. I rolled an 11, so my 11 plus my bonus puts me at 16.
Yep, you win this grapple. I am grappled down to the ground. So my turn, I am just going to try to break the grapple. Right?
Yes.
Which, for my turn, means we roll again.
Okay.
Now, to be fair, if you're to break a grapple, you can use acrobatics as well as athletics. Just putting that out.
I don't have a full character stat here. Just
Okay.
like,
Okay.
Acrobatics is dex and athletics is strength.
Correct.
oh, it's +3 either way.
I was just
So I got
I
got a
13
16.
plus 3. Oh, meet to beat. Does that mean I broke it?
I'm
for
holding on with a
grapple
16.
check?
Yeah.
What did Magby roll?
13 plus 3 is 16.
Yeah, so
And I rolled an 11 plus 5, so yes.
So I think that means I broke out of the grapple. So our turns effectively negated each other
Yeah.
this round.
Yeah. But you're free to
Okay.
swing at me next time, so
Next time.
yeah.
Okay. Next up is Pidge.
vines. I cough at them. Communicating through chemical means. Grab her.
The vines rise up out of the floor and grab Magby and bind her down to the ground.
Oh, they make it look so easy.
It's not fair.
I know, I was working really hard.
I want to communicate to them that if her hands could be tied together so she can't stab people anymore, that would be best. I sneezed.
Sure. She'll try to break out of it next turn, but
Okay. That's
Okay.
me.
Crud.
Well, now that she is restrained, Cred is going to walk up to her and use Bloodthirst.
Okay.
What are you?
We're going to find out right now.
Pretty much right now we're going to know.
Let's see. So that's going to be a 17 to hit.
Yep.
Okay. So okay, you got what you guys see is you just see his the back of his hooded head go right onto her arm, and that's it. She takes one piercing.
Her arm's all tied up. I think you're going to have to go for the neck.
He goes for the foot. The foot that's uncovered.
I didn't know you were in defeat.
Neither did
This
he.
is the place for that, though.
It's
Yeah,
fair.
Pretty
that
much
is
whatever
true.
you're into.
Oh, nice. And 6 necrotic damage, and her max HP is now reduced by 6.
Okay,
Wow.
so she takes a total of 7 damage?
Yep.
Okay.
But permanent loss of 6? Wow.
Until she finishes a long rest.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Wow. So
As
her
I
max
say.
HP is down by 6 until she long rests. Huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Alrighty. Mortimer.
I attempt to beat the crap out of her again.
Go for it.
First swing is a 9.
Nope.
God damn it. Come on. Son of a bitch. This is worse. He keeps swinging and it just keeps missing.
She's tied up on the ground. Do you get some kind of...
Little bonus, maybe?
You roll
I
for
mean, I would
advantage.
give you advantage to swings when she's tied up on the ground.
Yeah, yeah.
So I get advantage?
Yeah.
Yeah, 'cause
Yeah.
she's immobile.
She's tied up.
How good can she dodge?
Okay, well, I crit.
Nice.
Good.
That's better.
So, yeah, what is that? That's going to be... So 7 bludgeoning and 4 cold.
Minus 11. Okay. Alrighty. Fragile.
Round 3 begins. Okay, here's what I'm thinking. First, where's the dagger? Did she drop
In
it?
her hand.
She's still got it in her hand. I
Yes.
also want to look at the magic mirror.
Okay.
Is the mirror still active, and can I see who was on the other side of it?
No.
Great.
Ooh.
Because I want to know who Magby was talking to. Second, I want to try to knock the dagger out of her hand or take the dagger away. I'm good with any way you want me to do that. I can punch. I can grab the hand and twist the wrist. I can do whatever kind of cool thing you want me to do. But I imagine it's like a grapple. I attack with my grappling, and they try to defend either with strength or dex.
I'm going to say that she has a good hold on it, and you cannot disarm her until the end of the battle.
Then I'm going to slap her.
Okay, go for it.
I'm slapping her. I think she was very rude in stabbing me, and I think she should pay.
Right now, the knife is covered in vines.
I have, yes, exactly. I slap her with the back of my hand for, let's see, that's plus 5, 20. I hit with a 21, and I do 2 points of bludgeoning damage with my first strike.
All right.
Second strike, probably not as good. No, I got a 10, so I don't think that hit.
Does not hit.
Yep.
Okay. Magby's turn. All right, Pidge, I'm going to let you use, for her, I'm going to treat this like a grapple, but instead of using strength, you can use your spell casting. What is that?
Plus 7, so I'm about to roll.
Plus 7. All right, go ahead and roll.
Yeah, my Arcana. Is that the skill?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I'm going to roll with my strength.
18.
I rolled 16 plus 3 is 19.
Oh no.
What's yours?
I got an 11 plus 7 is 18.
Okay. So
she breaks my vines.
So
Oh,
she's
no.
up and she's gonna attack Pidge.
Oh, no.
But I'm right there. I'm slapping her.
No, she's going after Pidge.
I slapped her with
Um,
indignity.
And she is going to attack roll is 14 plus 5 is 19. I'm guessing that hits.
Yeah.
And she's going to deal 2 of regular damage.
Sorry, Pidge.
Well, don't we
it's
get
okay.
opportunity attacks since we're in melee range with her and she's stepping away?
Sure, you can.
Yeah.
And then 5 of necrotic damage,
Oh.
which heals her to 65. Okay. All right. Go ahead and do your opportunity attacks.
That's going to be a 16.
Okay.
Does that hit?
Yep.
Okay. So the 1 piercing, another 6 necrotic, and another 6 down that she cannot heal.
Okay.
Oh, did you get the 1 piercing? So it's a total of 7.
All right.
I got a 4.
Does not hit.
Yeah.
Okay.
Ow. Did I get stabbed?
You did get stabbed.
Can an opportunity attack include a grapple?
I don't think so.
Just checking. If not, I'm going to backhand this person. Actually, I'm going to close fist this person. I thought we had her down and I was just going to whack on her, but now I'm going to punch her.
Go for it.
Attack of opportunity is an 11, so I miss.
Yep, you do. Alrighty.
Where's the knife in me? Did I get stabbed? What's going on?
It's pulled back out now.
What happened?
It was just a quick jab.
It was a quick stab to the heart. Don't really worry about it. You're going to die in a second, but we really liked you.
So I got slashed somewhere. I guess I have so much adrenaline I don't even know where I got hit yet, but I see my own blood on the knife.
Well, actually,
Yep.
I think the blood gets sucked out of you and given to that person, so there you go.
Ew.
All right. So that was Magby's turn. Next is Pidge.
Plant shield. I sneeze to the plants. I would
right.
like to become inside a cocoon of plants, please.
Are we on round 4?
Oh, no, we're not in round 4 yet. We're finishing
Okay,
round 3.
okay, sorry, my bad.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
So I would like to be like a metapod, surrounded by green, safe with only my eyeballs showing from the recesses.
Okay.
Much
Sure.
much like our friend in the robe. I see how this is.
I like your style.
All right.
Fragile Mortimer's got to get a robe now.
I know,
All right.
right? Yeah, we do.
Crud, you're up.
Unclothed for the first time in a long time.
Okay, I am going to cast Despair. I need a wisdom saving throw, please.
I feel sad already.
Alrighty.
Don't we all?
14.
That is a failure, my friend.
Woohoo!
All right. What happens?
So, she lapses into a despondent depression as she realizes the hopelessness and folly of her beliefs. She's going to sit down and brood and start crying uncontrollably.
Nice.
What are you?
I feel like when I raise teenage children, I could do that just walking in a room sometimes.
So you were saying despair.
Yes, she is now sitting down on the ground, crying uncontrollably.
Okay.
This happens to me all the time. I'm familiar with it. I can console it.
All right. So she is crying on the ground. Got it. All right, Mortimer.
All right. I walk up and try to bean her again with my hand.
Just tie her up. She can't do anything.
Yeah, I was gonna say let's do something else.
I have nothing to tie her up with.
We pretty much
Plan.
we got to get the dagger out of her hand because she's healing herself with the dagger and draining us.
Well, if she's on the ground crying uncontrollably, I guess I'll try to grab the dagger out of her hand.
All right. She parts with it.
Excellent.
And I would imagine that's probably my turn. I disarm her, and I moved over. So yeah, that's gonna be my turn.
Okay. Fragile.
What exactly is she wearing?
She is wearing a pointy witch's hat.
Is she naked?
And no, she's not.
Oh, okay.
She's fully clothed.
Then I literally either take her belt or whatever is appropriate, and I use it to tie her up.
Oh my goodness.
All right.
Not
she
in
is
a gross, perverted way. I'm a naked person tying up another. Not that. Pidge, I swear.
She's inconsolable and just crying around. She's kind of pliable in your hands at this point.
That's a horrible.
This movie is going to be
Sorry, she tried to
NC-17.
stab us, and she drained me.
I look around the room for rope.
There are vines everywhere.
I wasn't going to hurt the plants. You're friends with the plants. This person hurt us.
Plant donation, please. I hold out my hand. Oh wait, I hold out a bit of cocoon hand because now I have a plant shell armor.
That's right.
Like a mega robot, but it's all plants. And I hold out my plant hand. And I gift you with some vines. I'm sneezing a lot on the inside of this thing to communicate all this. You can have these vines. You don't have to take someone's clothes off and then tie them up with them.
I'm so sorry. We're in a nudist colony. It's totally okay, but all right. And
Her
this
appearance also suddenly shifts
Uh-oh.
to a little like homeless looking like human girl instead of looking like a halfling.
Wait
care.
a second. Does anyone else see a homeless girl now?
I believe I do. I'll roll if you want.
I say muffled from inside my cocoon.
Does anyone else see a human girl?
Evil is evil, no matter what they look like.
I'm gonna pop my head out of the cocoon.
So she's tied up.
She says, "Please don't hurt me. Don't hurt me."
Kid, I'm not gonna hurt you.
Don't
but,
buy it. Don't buy it. Don't buy it.
I guess
She makes
I
a
look
break
around
for
at my
it.
friends.
Yeah.
Oh.
I tied her up.
How? No, she's uncontrollably on the ground crying. She has not made her save.
Oh yeah, she can't.
Yeah, no, she's still crying.
Okay, yeah, you catch her.
Yeah, she can't. So there's a spell effect is that she can't do anything other than cry basically until she saves against it, which is going to be on her turn. So let's tie her up thoroughly.
Oh, I was calling that the end of the battle.
She's
Oh.
yeah. She's
Okay,
Well, I don't drop it until she's tied up.
thoroughly. Feet. Crud Jr., get the feet. I'm giving you lots of vines. I'm giving her vine clothing. How's that?
Okay,
She's
that's
covered.
fine.
She's got her own
Totally
cocoon
fine.
of vines.
as
There.
long as they're tight and tying her tight and not letting her go.
So, have you guys seen those old-timey cartoons where they leave a lady on the railroad tracks and she's got rope from like neck
Yes.
to ankle, like a spool of thread
Yes.
all the way from with her arms, around her. She's like that with vines. How's that?
Yeah, this works. Crud, would you like this dagger? Because
Oh, yes, thank you.
it seems something up your alley.
Yes, that's very kind of you. Thank you.
Yes.
Yes, you get a vampiric dagger. It deals 1d4 piercing damage plus 1d6 necrotic. And the necrotic damage is stealing temporary hit points. It is finesse and light in its properties.
Just
Um,
send
which
that to me later.
Okay.
Alrighty, so you're tied up, Magby.
And then you may also, Pidge, want to take her hat. It is a cap of human guise. It's also why she currently looks like a human orphan.
That makes sense.
Cap of human guys. I
She
take her hat
flashes
off
back
'cause
to
I'm
her
confused.
halfling shape when you take it from her.
Oh, well, I yoink her hat off.
Yoink.
I'm like, hey there.
Yoink.
I'm gonna use my arm and get A and A out of the pit.
Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Can I help with that? We can use some vines for that.
You guys want some berries? Here's some berries.
They thank you as you pull them back up. They march over and say, Magby, why would you do this? Why would you convince Alondro that his parents wouldn't accept him? She says, because my father is one of the primary shareholders in a rival company. We were set to take all of it. Every last cent.
That explains it.
Now you meddling kids have ruined everything.
Which business were you trying to take over? The Ashcroft business?
Yes, the Ashcroft business. What, you think this business? This hole that I've been infiltrating? Come on.
Rude.
Hey, Scooby, I think we solved the crime.
No, we left Scooby back in the locker room.
Oh, that's right. We did leave Scooby in the locker room.
Alondro, why didn't you take your horse and your clothes?
Yeah.
I don't need them. I've built up a whole life here for decades.
For your horse? Okay, all right. Well, do you want your horse?
It's downstairs.
We parked him downstairs.
You don't need that horse anymore, right?
Well, I was planning on coming home. It's only been 3 days.
Your mother was very worried because of that
I was
letter.
going to come and visit.
Listen, you need to know your mom came to us personally. She didn't send a servant. She was so worried about you, she left and came to our establishment and asked us to help. And I think that's a really big thing, and you need to know it. The other thing you need to know is she let us have access to everybody and anybody who we thought would help find you. And that seems like a really good person to have on your side.
I'd make
I
him
think
roll
we do need to
deception.
visit my mother, and I think we need to bring Magby with us.
No, we got her tied up.
All right.
Also,
And then I think we need to get you all paid as well.
Can
Come.
we do all that and get me back by 7? I got a date.
I think we can,
Okay,
yes.
all right.
also, what are you going to do with this mirror? Is that yours?
The mirror? Why would you want the mirror?
It's a
Is it-
magic mirror.
I look at the mirror. Is it a special mirror or is it just a mirror?
It's a scrying mirror.
Oh. I mean, how big
Wait.
is it?
Hold on, time out. It's a scrying mirror. Can you see into the rooms where people are having private activities?
Oh,
Is that what this is for?
sorry.
No.
Are you
It's
making
for
videos?
Scrying anywhere I want.
Magby, we're gonna have to take you to jail, Magby.
These are sex crimes, Magby.
This Magby's a
Yeah.
very bad person.
Oh, Magby, going to jail for
And
a
you
long
were worried about
time.
us just making her nude.
Yeah, I know, right?
Come now, back to the Ashcroft Manor.
Wow, that sounds
Yes.
cool.
Bring Magby along.
Jail? Okay, sure.
Sure.
All right.
No. Well,
I think first Magby needs to have a long conversation with my mother. I think her father needs to maybe not be involved in our business ventures anymore.
I take her hat and we go.
I carry
All right.
I carry Magby over my shoulder until we get downstairs and I get dressed because that would be awkward walking out like this.
Yes, you should all get dressed in the locker room before re-entering the public space outside of this place.
As soon as
Clothes.
as soon as like we
Damn,
enter the
clothes.
locker room, Chauncey gets excited, runs, and then runs into Mortimer, who then immediately falls into a bone pile.
Aw.
Then he has to like slowly construct himself back. I was like,
Bone
God damn
pile.
it, Chauncey.
Bone pile.
So happy to see you.
I want to go back to the cuddle room now.
Aww.
He has to,
Okay.
Oh, you can
you
with
know.
Penelope.
That's what I'm
Yeah.
going to do.
Chauncey spends a bit of time counting all his bones, make sure he has all of them. He didn't lose one somewhere.
You do,
Yeah.
and then you can all count your gold as well, because Lady Ashcroft gives you each 100 gold.
Woo!
100 gold. Did I retrieve the horse?
You did retrieve the horse.
Okay, I give them back their horse. Bye, buddy. It was nice knowing you. The horse nickers softly into my hand as I pet its face. I know, I'll miss you too.
Yeah,
I cast animal friendship on the horse,
he's your friend now.
and I let the horse know that probably couldn't have a better friend than Pidge.
Aww. Do you really want a horse?
No, it's fine.
I say, if you ask really nicely, they might give you one of the other horses.
No, it's fine. I whisper to the other horse, I'll be back.
Oh, that's funny.
Alrighty then.
All right. Anything else anyone wants to do?
Get paid.
Man, we got
You got paid.
We got our
Alright,
100
we're
gold
good.
each.
100 gold. I'm rich.
You're rich now.
I know. Now you can afford to go to that club a lot. Except you have free membership
I got
for
free
life.
membership for life.
I do kind of like the pillow room.
I don't think Mortimer will ever return.
And the massage room.
I know the massage room was
Actually,
really good.
You know what I need in real life? I need a massage room in real life.
I know. Wouldn't this club be a great thing in real life? Like,
Yeah.
wouldn't you go all the time?
I would go to the massage
Just
room.
letting you know, my wife is a registered massage therapist, and I get on stage and like get wired and get energy. She gets on a massage table, massages somebody, and she comes out and she can't stop talking. She's totally wired. It's just like the same thing for her. Oh yeah, I'm very lucky. We have a dedicated massage room. It's totally true.
Nice.
Oh my gosh. Yeah. Are there clubs like this in real life?
I don't think there are gay bathhouses, but they're not like that. No.
Well,
and let me in.
And there are clubs like you described, very much like you described.
Oh.
Probs
I have
not
not
for
seen them.
Pidge. Probably don't want me. All right. Oh, should I do the sign off? Are we anything else? Crud
Well-
Junior, what are you? Okay.
We'll never
And the
know.
mystery continues.
This has been another episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens Guild. Joining us was Mortimer,
Bye-bye, everyone.
Pidge,
Bye-bye.
Crud Jr.,
I will never tell what I am.
and Fragile,
Be well, my friends.
who is apparently a woman.
Are you saying I played the character wrong? I don't get what I did wrong.
No, absolutely not. We're just,
We just didn't know.
insensitive assholes.
I just assumed you were a man. I don't know.
Bye-bye.
Thank you for joining us.
Thank you for listening to this episode of the Fire Breathing Kittens podcast. You can find more adventures on Amazon.com in the bookstore Fire Breathing Kittens, all one word, podcast. We also have official merchandise on Redbubble.com. Go to Redbubble.com and search for works from your favorite characters such as Frath, Amonist, Azreen, and more.